What's up, stranger?
Stress. Been looking for work.
What you looking for?
2 ounces of hard white.
Bitch.
People are always asking me, Kiki, the books that you write, is that about you? Is that about your life? I used to rob drug dealers. I used to traffic drugs. I was a savage. I used to get it, and I didn't care who I got it from.
I've been looking for you for 2 weeks. Where is my money?
And now I can sit here and show you guys a glimpse of my life before I turned it around.
I'm gonna ask you one more time, Kiki. Think harder, right? Where's my goddamn money at?
Mrs. Santana, you look stunning. What are you wearing? And tell us about this new venture in the fashion industry.
I'm wearing a piece from my own line. It's called Kais, designed by my brilliant partner and friend, Karen Blackwell.
Wow. Look at Adriana Santana. She's hot. I don't see Lewis anywhere, though. I noticed Sheldon Chisholm and his family are here. Not to mention the other half dozen criminals in here.
Oh, no, you don't. We're here to have fun.
But why are you here alone? Where's your recently acquitted husband, Louis?
Louis is back home resting. He has his share of bright lights and cameras. We just want to leave that whole thing behind us.
No work today. We've been here for 5 minutes and you're already profiling people? Come on now.
And what else are you looking to see tonight?
All of my friends and to show off her brilliant work. Everything that you're about to see.
We can't wait for it.
The only reason I invited you is because you're my best friend and we never get to spend time together. Plus, you're killing it in that dress. Here comes Jess. I wanted to introduce you to.
You done?
Roger that.
Then why do you have it?
She told me to keep it!
I'll be out in a minute. Stop with the lies!
He's a very flashy Haitian with a penchant for violence. He's no one to play with, Haitian.
Where's my goddamn money at?
Sakura is dead.
Play with me again. I'm tired of hearing you talk all the time. Save it. Save it.
She's my friend. She's my friend.
But I will not give up. I will not give in. And I will not get caught. Time to go hunting.
And the winner is Wes Clark. Congratulations.
Yes, she's my mother.
Rock stars. There is nothing like those wild, rebellious party animals. Entry number 60.
When I decided to pursue acting, I never thought it was this difficult after weeks of being homeless, jobless, sleeping on my friends' couches. I'm finally here!
Just take care.
What are you doing?
Shh. What's going on?
Drive, they're
Terry.
coming.
Where have you been? I've been calling you on your cell phone all day.
At work.
Faith wake up, dope sick, fiending for a snip. Left the house, ain't tell her husband she was gone, she just dipped.
Why is it that you are taking large sums of money out of our account every single day?
While her family's at home, she's out there chasing that high. Roaming up and down the block, she run into this pimp guy. He's conversating with her, asked her if she trying to make cash. Next thing you know, she's in front of the pink house selling the ass. Then she gets dope sick again. She need that boy, so she out there searching again. She's tired of her life. For years she done wrong. Now she wanna do right. She go to rehab to get the help she need, and she tell her family.
I'm Yoshi Lomax, superstar attorney at law and fugitive.
So, you're the famous Yoshi Lomax. Probably more infamous.
I'm on the run from the federal government for crimes that I didn't commit.
Gentlemen, I'm Deputy U.S. Marshal Sharon Starr. I'll be taking things from here.
Not to mention being on the hit list of at least 3 of Miami's major crime bosses.
I wanted to apologize in person for leaving so abruptly last night.
Welcome back.
That's Vladimir Kuznetsov, a Russian crime boss. He's been a suspect in over a dozen missing person cases.
I mean, I didn't get here to be this successful for doing things the American way.
I need a list of the jury for my case with Hanju.
Oh, really? What's that worth to you? Oh my God, you're such a...
Mr. Santana is to be released upon processing.
So what do you know about Sheldon Chisholm?
What do you want to know about him?
I really need to know if you're going to take my case. I don't have time to play, Miss Lomax.
Money is not a problem. You know anything about his case?
It's being handled by agents in my field office.
I've learned that in this game of life, in order to win,
Ready to dance?
you gotta play dirty. You might look at me and see a beautiful, confident, successful woman.
Congratulations, counselor. Yet another win.
But underneath, I'm flawed. I'm broken. And I'm scared. So I have no choice but to run until I can find a way to clear my name.
Miss Lomax is now considered a fugitive of the United States. Catching fugitives is my business, which makes her my suspect. You and your associates are relieved.
Look. She killed one of our own.
But I will not give up.
All right, people, listen up. Get a picture of Miss Lomax out there so the public knows what she looks like.
I will not give in.
Okay. People, we got a game plan. Let's break and execute.
I will not get caught.
Time to go hunt.
So we have the extended version of the dream sequence right here. Sheldon comes to visit Yoshi in her hotel room after their meeting. Yoshi looks a little nervous at first, but then you see things get a little steamy after he throws her against the wall. And right here, Yoshi thinks she has everything under control because that's how she manipulates men, through her sexuality. So In her mind, she has him right where she wants him. You see, that's Yoshi though. She's hot, she's sexy, she's manipulative. She uses sex to get the upper hand on men. Get the win no matter what the cost. And as you can see, this is not exactly the result she was looking for. We shot this scene in Atlanta. Chuck Gomez was the director of photography. Great scene, good acting by Zasha and Wilner.
For pop R&B artist Jamela.
I picked Kelly. Yeah!
Handle this in the morning, please?
No, I think I want to handle this right now. You can give your time to the studio boy, but I think your man can get a few minutes. Alright? Hey, don't walk away from me!
You're hurting me. Stop, please.
Get in the car.
I've been down this roller coaster, running around in circles. We go trips around the moon. So confused, so scared, so alive, so unfair. It's so unfair, yeah.
Standing next to me is one of the sponsors of tonight's fabulous event, music mogul Lance Wallace. How are you, Lance?
Good evening, Michelle. I'm well, thank you.
Excellent. Now, are you concerned with the recent backlash for the drug charges against your group, Grind Time? And what's the status of the case?
Worth a Billion Inc. and its artists will always maintain its innocence. This is clearly a misunderstanding. And we're here to promote positivity and give opportunity to our people and to all people. That's it.
And so what do you think about Mr. Wallace is here to promote his fashion line? He will only be answering questions about that subject.
Thanks.
So actually we got everything up into the part where you started doing that, so we'll probably start there, but we're going to move in closer and get a closer shot of that. That's we'll be done with that. And then I think he wants to do some steady cam stuff, so. Obviously, when the first real action before they all start moving and stuff, girls are going to be engaging, talking, drinking, whatever. You're engaged in that, and then let them do. So don't ever stop. Don't look at them until if she pulls her out, y'all can kind of look in like trying to think what's she doing. Hey, that's it. But other than that, I want to keep the action moving. All right. No, all you can say is there's Lewis around. That's all you gotta say. There's Lewis around. That's all you gotta say.
Hello, Ms. Lomax. I'm Jasmina. I'm the VP of Lewis's New York division.
Is Lewis around?
Yes, of course. Kristen? Please. Can you show Ms. Lomax to the Grand Suite?
Right this way, Miss Lomax.
Chastity, the social media influencer and rockstar killer. Maria, from Miami. And Lucy, aspiring actress. Sydney, hip-hop lover and writer, so I'm told. And my quiet one, Mackenzie. Well, hello, ladies. I'm Bella. I have a question for everyone. Why do you think rich men cheat? Control.
I'm going home.
Don't go.
Attention.
You bring the total package to the table. You just need the right friends.
Are you my friend?
No, but you can be mine.
And power.
I stuck my neck out for you.
Thank you.
And I pulled the strings to get you onto this show.
Take all three away, and he becomes desperate.
So what's with the apples?
Well, it represents knowledge, wisdom, beauty, and power. Here, you will learn how to gain ownership of all.
I'm gonna send you the money for the ticket, and I already have your room set up at the Palms.
You do that, babe.
Because once you have possession of the apple, no man alive will have power over you.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh, it's not easy.
Brett, look, I'm sorry.
Save it! Save it!
I get no auditions. I'm gonna stop you right there. I get no callbacks.
I really need to get upstairs. They stole all my money.
I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're no better than the rest of us.
Right now, they have a do not disturb until this afternoon. If they call you, great.
How is he gonna call me if he doesn't?
If not, charge it to the game.
Make no mistake, ladies. In order to succeed in this game, you must be willing to play it out till the very end.
This business is all types of savage. What are you doing?
But if you follow my blueprints, I guarantee you will become a millionaire within the next 3 years. Possibly way earlier. So, are you ready to take that step?
Another day, another dollar. Ain't about money, don't you holla. 100 miles and racing, and that money conversation been my only motivation, yeah.
Up y'all, this is Rayon Lawrence, and you're watching Real Talk. Up y'all, this is Rayon Lawrence, and you're watching Real Talk with the director.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Catherine Nunez, and you're watching Real Talk with the director and the counsel on the IE network.
Real Talk.
Hey, I'm Gina Lou, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hey, what's up? It's Logan Browning, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Real Talk.
Hi, this is Alana De La Garza, and you're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hi, I'm Diane Franklin from Better Off Dead and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. You're listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
Hi, this is Monique Capri, and you are watching Real Talk with the Director on Blog Talk Radio.
Hey, I'm Stormy Maya, and you are listening to Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
It's Vicky Judy. Orange is the new black, and I'm here with Real Talk.
Yo, what up? This is Jay Ellis, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio. Keep it locked.
Hi, I'm Frida Parks, and you're listening to Real Talk Radio with the Director. Hey, I'm Issa Rae, and you're watching Real Talk with the Director on Dollhouse Radio.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less. What's going on? Happy New Year. I know it's late, but it's our first show back. Welcome to another edition of Real Talk with the Director and the Jedi Council. I am the Director. We'll be with you for the next 120 minutes or so. Real Talk's brought to you each and every Monday. B2S Media. Sponsored by Groupie. The series. Now available on Tubi. Check it out. And we broadcast live via the World Wide Web on YouTube.com/IE Network TV. I have to figure out how to disable Siri because this thing just keeps coming on. I'm trying to talk. Well, it's a new year. It's our new show for the new year. We just wanted to say, what up, everybody? Chat room, what's going on? Good to see y'all. Good to see you. Happy New Year to everybody in the chat room. Joining us live also from Facebook, aka Meta, the social network. And for maybe the second time, Instagram Live. What's up, people? I'll be keeping an eye on this monitor right here for anyone who comes in the chat room and says anything, have anything to say, any comments, questions. It's all good. This year, we want to do some new stuff, man. First thing we want to do is we want to make sure you guys, our audience, stay engaged. So if we're going to have a certain amount of time throughout the shows going forward where we will, quote unquote, take calls. I'll throw the link out there. You can pop up on, up here on StreamYard and ask a question or two, and we'll answer it. And yeah, man. So, if you want to talk about our topics, if you want to talk about another topic that maybe we didn't mention, anything like that, man, we want to be a little more engagement on the show. Take some calls at a certain time. We'll probably do that near the end of the show, where it'll probably be like the last half hour of the show we'll do. So usually if the show's at 8, then we'll start doing it regularly around 9, now 9:30. Yeah. So that'd be cool. You guys can jump up, say what up. Don't say nothing reckless. This is YouTube. So we don't want no craziness. But you guys call up, holla at your boys, the Jedi Council, and let us know what's good. So a lot of stuff, man. It's a big year, and already a lot of stuff has happened. The Jonathan Majors interview on Good Morning America or whatever it was taped and aired today. I watched it a couple times, and I'm wondering if this helped him or hurt him. I don't know. Did it help him? Did it hurt him? We have to see. I'm not sure. We'll talk about that. Also, he just basically kind of recapped the, this it kind of worried me. I'll tell you why. It worried me when I saw this before I watched it, when I saw the trailer for it, because I was like, yo, I remember when Robin Roberts basically ambushed Nate Parker on the same show. He didn't know she was going to see. This is different because Jonathan Majors wants to talk about the case and the incidents. He didn't know that she was going to bring up some, his past case where he was in college. They always seem to bring that up, right? He was acquitted of the charges that he was facing, and that was before he was even an actor. And I wonder why Robin Roberts did that. He was very taken aback, and he was trying to get off the subject, and she just wouldn't let him do it. Now this is different. They want to talk about what's going on, but yes, she did mention some allegations that were not proven allegations, and she from when he was in college, when he was in school, or like acting school or something like that. Not relevant at all to the case at hand. But you knew they had to bring that up, or they didn't have to, but they felt they had to. And yeah, so we'll talk more about it. Make sure y'all go out and check out Groupie. See the shirt there on Tubi. Check it out. We also have, as you saw it in the commercials before the show, Playing Dirty. Kiki Swinson's Playing Dirty, directed by the Clark brothers, is also available on Tubi. Go check it out. And I think earlier in the show there was a trailer for The Candy Shop, another Kiki Swinson film directed by myself, is available on Tubi. Go check them all out. You know, and of course, there's a couple more things that's been happening, but we want to go over a little bit of our preview for this year and a little bit of our review from last year. Kind of like the best and the worst of 2023. We won't spend too much time on it, but we want to give our insights on what we felt was maybe the best film of 2023, the worst film of 2023, sleepers, um, disappointments. Yeah, most disappointing. There's a couple of them, but we'll go over that. We will preview this new year of movies. We'll go over that. And yeah, we'll also run down the winners for, in case you did not catch the I don't even know if the Creative Arts Emmys was televised, but the Creative Arts Emmys, if people don't know, the Emmys have several award ceremonies. The ones that everyone know is the primetime Emmys and the daytime Emmys. Those are the ones that everyone knows. But they do several. They do the sports Emmys, which we've covered a couple times. They do the creative arts. They do the one that's like for newscasters and stuff like that. So, there's some people won some Emmys there, and then we, of course, the Golden Globes also happened this weekend. And I know what's his name? Joe Coy. He allegedly bombed with his monologue. And that's what you get for not, trying to go safe. When Ricky Grievous or whatever his name is there, or Chris Rock or somebody like that, or nobody like that, because that's not safe. I don't know if Chris Rock want to be messing around and hosting anything anytime soon, but when you have people like that, they're not safe. They're gonna go in and they gotta do. They're comedians. They're gonna do what they have to. I mean, Joe Coy is a comedian too, but they're gonna do what they gotta do to get that laugh. So I don't know. You have wait a second. Where is he at? Okay. Yeah, you have there was like a new category for achievement in box office or something like that. That wasn't there before. It just seems like they were making up an excuse to give Barbie an award. Because if it was for box office achievement, I mean, I have to look up the actual dates, but didn't Avatar 2 come out last year? Why wasn't that even in the nominations for box office achievement? That also achieved $1 billion, over $1 billion at the box office. So it seems to me it was a fixed fight, and they wanted to give Barbie an award just so they can get the beautiful, fine, gorgeous, sexy Margot Robbie up there. Or Margot Barbie, we'll call her. So we'll talk about that. But anyhow, we're glad to have you guys back. Hope you guys are having a great new year so far. And of course, the new year starts off with a bunch of craziness. Of course, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because everyone in humanity has been spending time on it. At least at least in the black community. um, of course, you have the interview with Cat Williams that over there at Club Shay Shay. Shout out to Unc, Big Unc, Club Shay Shay. Shannon Sharp, is on fire over there. We know that. But I do have some thoughts, and I have I have some thoughts on that. We will discuss that as well. Obviously, in the wake of that, you got other stuff that's coming up. Everyone, receipts. Whatever. There's a lot of receipts and things like that coming up, apparently. But we'll discuss that. What up, Joseph? What up, chat room? Thank you, everybody. Yo, what's up over there at Instagram? It looks like it's freezing over there too at Instagram. Let me see what's going on over here. Looking a little wild right here. Refresh. So, anywho, hopefully Instagram gets it together over there. But yo, thank you for watching and talking and listening to Real Talk with the Director of Jedi Council. I am the director, and I brought my Jedi Council with me. They're here. You don't believe me? Well, watch this. Kev, Ralph, y'all in the building.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy New Year.
Maybe not.
Ain't
Okay,
nothing
so
happy
maybe
about the new year.
stuff is going on here. What's going on?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
There we go. I think I'm back now. Ralph, can you hear me?
The new year should start
I can hear you.
Okay, I don't know what the heck
it should
happened
start off
there.
like
It looked like
this.
I got froze up for a second.
Well, I know
And
who ain't
still
froze
don't
up.
hear you.
These guns!
Can you hear me,
Pow!
Kev?
Pow, 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 pow!
All right, hold up.
I cannot hear you. Can you hear me?
What the hell?
I hear nothing. There you go.
What the hell?
I don't know. I don't know where it froze.
Okay, well, let me
The
do
cat,
that again.
I know why cat was up there
I'll
doing the bounty killer pop. Like, what the hell, bro?
Oh, what was
that's what the new year is. The new year is bang 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 bang. Shots fired. Man down.
Man down. Yeah, man. So happy New Year, brothers. I don't know what the hell, man. What you call it? StreamYard is going wild right now because it's I see over my Instagram feed is like so they're probably like, I'm getting out of here. So there you go. The YouTube feed seems to be working. I'm sorry.
There's too many feeds going on at the same time.
On the feed,
Well, I mean, that's what
I'm
StreamYard
on my
is.
laptop for the first time.
That's what StreamYard is built for. Allegedly.
Or maybe it's taking up too much bandwidth, especially if someone else is like where you at is using it. Maybe that's what's slowing it down.
Mm-hmm. I got fast internet.
Oh, he got that 5G. Everybody else got 4. He got 5.
I got no 5G, but I got it's called landline. It's called Ethernet. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm using Ethernet. I got that 800. I don't know. But we are having bad weather here though. We have some storms coming through. So anyway, if you guys can still hear me, that's cool. We'll just stick here. The good thing about StreamYard is it does record it, so if there's some issues, you can always re-upload the recording. The recording it records it without the issues.
Oh, okay.
So then I could, if anything, I re-upload it. You can watch it. The stream over there at what you call it though looks like it's diggity dead. So anyway, happy New Year, people. So we'll start off with this, the Cat Williams stuff, since I'm gonna get that out the way. Obviously everybody's been talking about it. Cat Williams went on. I don't even have to. I don't even have to I don't even have to repeat what happened. Everyone has seen it by now for the most part.
I haven't
But
seen it,
you
but
have
I've
not
heard
seen
about
it.
it. And I'm
Okay.
I'm gonna just say about Cat Williams, like I understand your viewpoint that okay, you didn't want to put on a dress because maybe you feel this humiliating, whatever. But when you sit there and say that all the scripts that Kevin Hart did, they've been sitting on your desk, then bro, why didn't you do them? Why didn't you do them? Why would you
Well,
just let him?
he claimed his claim is, they want him to do things that he doesn't want to do, or it's selling your soul, so he didn't want to do it. So my thing is, okay, fine, that's good for you, bro. So why are you hating on the next dude that decides to do it? So if you say that, oh, he sold his soul,
And what?
But
I'm
what
not selling my
soul?
soul. Okay,
But
don't
but
sell it.
But this is my thing when it comes to Cat Williams, and no disrespect to the man. I'm not going to talk about the man as a comedian. Let's talk about the man as an actor. Yo, bro, you haven't done nothing to be sitting there. This,
I mean, he's got a
what?
lot of
What
films
you
on
did
his
make?
belt, but the problem is Cat
But
Williams. He
they're
just won
all
an
like,
Emmy, by the way, too, for his role in Atlanta.
okay, all right,
He just won an Emmy
cool.
for his role in Atlanta.
And I bet you was playing the same kind of role that he's seen him become with playing some sort of
Yeah,
imp
he plays
or a
himself.
hustler.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, yo, bro, I thought part of acting was stretching those acting muscles to do other things, not keep playing a hustler or a pimp or a deadbeat dad. I mean, what the hell? That's all. That's your range.
I
And
mean,
I'm
here's the
just
thing:
saying
nobody's
that's your
really
range.
talking about that.
no,
I haven't nobody even heard anybody mention the fact that he dropped all of this with this interview with him the same week that Dave Chappelle special comes out.
yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that
Yeah, I
wasn't no
mean,
accident. That
yeah,
wasn't
ain't
no
no
accident.
accident. And I mean, to be honest with you, I'm glad you put up Dave Chappelle, because here's the difference between classy and trashy. Here's the difference between Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. Dave Chappelle said the exact same thing about the dress stuff. But here's the difference. He didn't trash anybody while he said it. He didn't insult anybody by saying it. He just said the situation he went through, and he said that he doesn't feel that you have to put on a dress to be funny, and I'm not going to put on the dress. You didn't see him shooting shooting stray shots off at other people who's worn a dress for comedy. You didn't see him do that. He's talking about himself and his situation, and he's asking you, when he was that was back when he was answering the questions of why he took a break, why he left, and this, that, and the other. Well, a lot of it was that, he was being pressed by Hollywood in a way he didn't want to be pressed, and he left. That is his prerogative, but he did not
And they wasn't paying
hate on the dudes. He didn't hate on the dudes that stayed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, and on top of all of that, they wasn't giving him the money he was supposed to. But even with that, even for Cat Williams to even come out and say that that Kevin Hart was just this, like, his career just boom out of the blue, just because he wasn't in none of the LA, he wasn't big on the LA comedy scene. First of all, Kevin Hart is from the East Coast, so why? He probably did his little stint in some of the California clubs, but mostly his come up was in New York. So he obviously wouldn't be known in California if he's from Philly. Two, the dude to put him on, I forget the dude's name, but the comic to put him on had him in Caroline's, the Laugh Factory, and all of these places out here in Manhattan.
Bob Summer.
So
Bob Summer is directly responsible for
go.
like at least 2/3 of the comedians over the last 40 years. That man is personally responsible for, right? At showcasing them. This is before Def Comedy Jam. I mean, I'm from New Jersey. I'm from Eastern New Jersey, and one of the biggest things out here was comedy night at Club 88 or the Peppermint Lounge. I mean, there's too many comedians that can sit there. back that statement, and you had Rascals up in West Orange that put a whole bunch of people on there. So like Cat Williams, I mean, it doesn't matter if you work the LA clubs or you work the point is that you did work the clubs, and somebody must have saw him because if I'm not mistaken, before this current run of Kevin Hart, like with Ride Out, so wasn't
Yeah.
he in Scary Movie 3? Wasn't he in some what is it? Isn't he in the 40-year-old virgin? Which is
He
well
had a
before
whole he had a whole 6 episode. He had a whole pilot on TV.
Yeah. So somebody must have seen him.
I mean, well, here's the deal. Here's the deal, Ralph. See, all of that stuff, Cat Williams was out to basically say that Kevin Hart, I don't know, is an industry plant. That's what he called him, an industry plant.
No, he didn't just call him a plant, and he called him a gatekeeper because he said, what was the thing he said? He said, "Oh, if Kevin Hart ain't a gatekeeper, how did Tiffany Haddish get in? Ain't nobody know nothing about Tiffany Haddish."
Right. He said a gatekeeper. So you got to go back to, and this has been going on for years. You got to go back a few years back when Kevin Hart, when Cat Williams also had said something on another show, not as big as Club Shay Shay,
about Tiffany Haddish.
He was about Tiffany Haddish. And Kevin Hart actually went off because he was like, look, why is my sister catching strays from this dude for no reason? He picking on her, and he's like, Tiffany Haddish has been in this game. She been in it. She paid her dues. She's, she's worked. She's done her thing. So she's getting her due right now. Why the hell are you hating? That's basically what he was saying.
But
and he was saying that's what he pointed out. That's when he pointed out, Cat Williams, you was the man at one point. You had that opportunity. You didn't show up to work. You didn't do this. So this is like Cat answering that, because Cat is obviously denying it ain't about him not showing up to work. It ain't about him, because Kevin Hart basically said the studios lost faith in you because you didn't handle your business, and now you mad at me. You mad at people like as handling their business when you ain't taking no accountability for nothing. And he also mentioned he chose drugs. That's what Kevin Hart said. That's why in this interview, Cat, said, I don't take drugs. I've never taken a hard drug in my life. I said, well, define hard drug. What do you consider a hard drug?
Depending on because depending on what the THC level is and the CBD level is in your weed, it can be very hard. A gummy can be really hard, depending on
what do you call a hard drug?
I had a girl the other day that I was talking to. She said she took 2 bites of a gummy and it knocked her out. Like it was just 2 bites. I was like, well, Darren, what was in it?
Bro,
I don't even know.
Listen, I can tell you funny. Off air. My daughter's mother, and my daughter left some chocolate, some weed chocolate on the table in the kitchen. I came home and the kids were with their dad, so I'm like, oh, chocolate, yay! And took a square, like a regular square, like a Hershey square. And when I tell you, I'm embarrassed to even say this, bro. I couldn't even get up off the floor. I was on the phone with my daughter's mom for 3 hours because I couldn't get up, and I was scared to death because I thought I was going to die. So your definition of hard drug is what, bro?
That's definitely subjective.
I mean, I've accidentally smoked dust. It's you know what I'm saying, to the individual. You know what I'm saying, and to what kind of high you getting. So I mean, I just don't understand why. This was totally unnecessary. And what needs to happen is, like, behind the scenes, the whole comedy scene needs to pull him to the side like, bro, we need to talk. Because what's the deal? What's the problem?
Yeah.
You making money. I don't understand. Why even? I don't
And
understand. Even with Tiffany
here's a
Haddish.
person
Why
who.
bring it up? Because
Let me tell you
you
another.
just
Let me tell
sound
you another
salty.
casualty. Let me tell you another casualty in this whole interview. Uncle Shay Shay, because he did not expect
Oh
Cat
yeah,
Williams
poor
to
shit.
do all of this. Because what happens is a lot of these people he was talking about, Shannon is cool with. So he tried to stay neutral as usual. And what does Cat Williams do? Instead of just continue to do what he's doing and talk his whatever, he drags him into it by saying, "Oh, you have an allegiance to losers and all this other stuff." And like, bro, whatever my relationship with these guys that you have a problem with is nobody's business. So that was wrong. He basically called him a ass kisser on his own show, saying, I mean, during the just to give you a quick rundown during this interview, he took shots, and I know I'm probably gonna forget some. He took shots at Ricky Smiley. He took shots at Cedric the Entertainer. He took shots at Steve Harvey. He took shots at Kevin Hart.
Steve Harvey.
Tiffany Haddish. He took shots at Jonathan Majors, someone we're about to talk about in the next segment.
Ludacris.
He took shots at Jonathan Majors, basically
Ludacris.
saying, who? Ludacris.
Ludacris.
Yeah, who else? I mean, the list goes on and on, but it's just like, dude, okay. So since then, there's been things coming out. I gotta be fair about it. Okay. He said Steve Harvey stole a joke from him. He also said Cedric the Entertainer stole a joke from him. The clips of those have come out, and yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like it's the same, just a structure. It's not the exact same joke. It's the structure of the joke. So, which Cat Williams did first. The first one that he did on like Comic View or something like that. Then Cedric the Entertainer did it. I think he did it on Kings of Comedy. The one about the driving in the spaceship or whatever, and the music pumping, right? And so it's a strange structure because obviously
he took his joke and flipped it.
He took it and flipped it a little bit. Same structure of the joke. Same thing with Steve Harvey. There was a joke that Cat Williams did about pumping gas and gas prices. And Steve Harvey did a joke very similar to that. So you want to say he stole a joke, whatever. Structure of the joke, obviously not the exact same word for word, but yeah, it's enough to say, yo, you took that joke. And as far as I'm concerned, yeah, they stole your joke, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie about that. And that's whack. Regardless of my opinion, just to be fair, that is whack. Come up with your own jokes. You ain't gotta steal nobody's.
It's like it's like
Don't
being
bite.
an MC.
But I will point now. This is what no one talks about. Okay, Cat Williams, Corey Holcomb pointed out that Cat Williams stole a joke from somebody. Corey Holcomb's and that video is out there too. You guys can look it up. The video where JB Smooth, that was my dude too. JB Smooth. I remember he was coming up. When he was coming up, he was hosting a comedy show at Nagasaki in Hempstead. JB Smooth.
Yep.
Back in the day. So I remember that. This is not where he told the joke. He told the joke on actually Def Comedy Jam, where he and Cat used that as his main opening joke to like one of his first specials. When he came out to Tonight's the Night, Redman, and he was like, yo, keep putting that on. He's talking about the joke saying, you could do anything to this, yo. You can walk, a crippled man can walk to this, that person can walk to this, and he's doing all these different kind. He kept making Kid Capri run it back, and he'd come back and demonstrate and do something, had the crowd laughing. That's the same joke that Cat Williams did when he was doing Every Day of Hustling, Every Day of Hustling, 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 Hustling. So he was doing that joke But that's that joke, the structure of that joke. Yeah, he used a different song and he did different things, different scenarios, but the framework of the joke was from
It's the
JB
same.
Smoove. He did it first. So this obviously something that goes on in the comedy world. And it's not the first time
Listen, it's
a
just
structure or framework of a joke. It's not the
Exactly.
first time. It won't be the last. And it won't be the last. I'm not
Exactly.
it
saying
won't be
it's
the last
right.
time.
I'm just saying
And
it
on
happens.
top of all of that, it's just like being an MC. There's no way. Well, I'm not gonna say there's no way, but at least every one of us that ever spit a rhyme has at least at one point in time all said the same thing at least once, because the idea is out there in the universe. So you
Right.
come when somebody else hear it, you scratch it out your book. You be like, oh shit, I can't say that.
Yeah.
XYZ said that. Damn, I thought it was a hot line. That nigga made it a hot song.
And you
Boom,
could take,
scratch.
people would take the structure, the framework of a thing. But like I said, my point is this: everything that Cat Williams said, it seems like the narrative is Cat Williams didn't tell no lie. Everything he said was facts, was true. And I'm like, okay,
nope.
Let me go even further. Let's give Cat the benefit of doubt. Let's give it to you. This is just for hypothetically. Okay, everything you said was true. Now what? What does it change? What does it fix?
Nothing.
Nothing. Only thing the only
thing you did
person
was open up the door.
Open up the door for yourself. You're the only person who benefits from
I'm
this.
gonna be honest with you.
Other than Shay Shay with his views, his show with the views, but you're the only one who benefits from this. If because now
I'm
people are looking, checking for Cat Williams. They going back, they doing research, and after you make your comment, I got another comment about these wishy-washy black folk. That's right. Here it is.
Thank you.
Beginning
Please
of
talk about it.
2024.
Talk about it.
2024 in the beginning. I got to get on our people already. Jesus.
We
ain't even get started yet.
I know them. I'm gonna disagree with you. I don't think he opens the door. Hey, I think what he does is that he has now really slammed the door for a lot of people that may have been considering to do something with him. I mean,
well, at this point,
like
he doesn't really care though, Ralph. At this point, he's got a system that he does to keep himself making money. He stays on the road, obviously, because he's done with Hollywood. He's already, that ship is already sailed. All right, there's gonna be cats like for instance, he just won the Emmy on Atlanta. Well, that's Childish Gambino. Like he runs that show, so he'll he's gonna put people on. Nick Cannon still messes with him. There's still a few people that got some power that still mess with him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll pop up in a movie here and there, but he's not gonna become Kevin Hart because that ship has sailed. Now Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart. So the point is, what I'm saying is about benefiting him is now people are checking for him because he's doing it almost like an independent artist. He's not really doing mainstream. He's staying in his zone that he's comfortable in and that he is a master in, and that is stand-up comedy. I'll say this again. Cat Williams, to me, stand-up comedy, way better and funnier than Kevin Hart. But Kevin Hart about his business. Kevin Hart is more talented than Cat Williams. He's a better actor. He's definitely a better actor, and he's obviously a better businessman. But I definitely, I'm not even going to sit here and tell you a lie that Kevin Hart's funny, at least in my opinion, that Kevin Hart's funnier than Cat Williams. He's not. His stand-up's not funnier than Cat Williams. Never have been. But that's not what it's all about.
There are some.
Like Kevin brought up. He's a one-trick pony. That's his thing. But see, Cat is content with that. See, at least I guess he is. But why is he so, going off on everything? Why? My point is, why all these people catching strays? Like, why are you going at this person? Ricky Smiley, the man just buried, but hell, death lasts long. Death lasts forever. Death is forever, right? So he just buried his son, even though it's been almost a year now. But shit, he buried his son, and the man is just like, why are you coming at me? And once again, everyone's saying that Cat told no lies, but the producer and creator of Friday After Next, Ice Cube, came on and said, yeah, a lot of stuff Cat was saying was true, but what wasn't true about because Cat said that Ricky Smiley had came on Shay Shay and said he originally had went out for the role of whatever Cat's role was called.
Day Day.
Right. What was his name?
Day Day.
No. Cat Williams' role in Friday After Next was Money Mike.
Oh, Money Mike.
Pimp. Right. So originally Ricky Smiley went out for that role. I don't know if he said that. I don't know his exact words because I didn't see the show. But according to Cat, he said that he had the role first. Now Ice Cube cleared it up, and Cat was like, "How could he possibly have a role when I wrote the lines for that role and I crafted that character and blah blah blah." Right, and then he just went on to talk about how Ricky Smiley can only play a woman. He's already dressed. That's all he can't wait to play a woman and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. So, threw up Tyler Perry too. Do a shot at Tyler Perry. So, basically, what's his name? Ice Cube comes on and he says, well, that's not true. That part is not true. He said, Ricky Smiley did audition for the role of Money Mike. He said we auditioned him, we saw him, and we didn't really like him for that role. We liked him better for the role that he ended up getting, the Santa Claus role or whatever. So
that was Ricky Smiley? I didn't know that.
That was Ricky Smiley, yeah. So he said that's what we, gave him. So no one's bringing that up, but yet they're saying Cat is. I mean, just a whole bunch of other stuff he's doing. He's doing this because it's obviously this is the way he can get the attention that he wants. He got on a nice big platform and he just let it all out, let it all loose. Was real messy with it. Like I said, you can speak your truth or your mind, but why you gotta be messy, man? That's a female trait, number one. Being out there being messy, gossip, or whatever you want to call it. And some of the stuff, like I said, I give credit where credit is due. Yeah, them dudes did steal the framework of your joke. They definitely did. Because the dates line up. So I'm not saying that that's not true. So I don't know. Like I said,
listen. No, I'm not. Listen. He's beating a dead horse though. That's already been discussed, dragged out years ago. That's been talked about, dragged out years ago.
Yeah.
They know what it is.
He's just repeating everything on the big platform. That's all he's doing.
And right. And the only reason why he's rehashing is because he know the thirst trappers are out there ready to report. Like, yep, Cat got receipts. Cat receipts, and that was pissing me off because every other clickbait is, oh, Cat Williams this, Cat Williams that, but nobody. Ice Cube's interview didn't nobody go back and say, oh damn, you know what, well, I guess those receipts that Cat Williams said ain't truly 100% facts, as here's what Ice Cube said. Ain't nobody retracting their statements. Everybody's so busy trying to ride the wave and get their own clicks and their own likes that they sound stupid. Like, even the one girl, like the one girl that took it all the way back to the interview with him and Wanda, for the chick from Atlanta that got fired from her radio job. That was funny though. I remember when that happened because I listened to that live on air when that happened. That was hilarious.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, Cat's always been You know,
But even with
like
that,
you just saying, he been
but
doing
even
this.
with
He been doing this for years.
yeah, and even with that interview with Wanda, he the girl tried to make it seem like, oh, she sounds stupid. She sounds stupid. But what Cat Williams was doing, the girl was basically trying to she wasn't trying to undermine Cat, but she didn't like the shit that he was saying, because even back then, that's when he first started taking shots at Tiffany Haddish on when she did Girls Trip. And the lady's like, well, wait a minute, hold on now. She did a good job in the movie. And he was basically trying
Damn
to
sure
shoot Tiffany
did.
down, and the chick wasn't having it. And the chick wasn't having it. So that's what pretty much started it and kept it going. And then Cat Williams just went in his bag and they started snapping back and forth. And then it got a little bit out of hand because the main host of the show was trying to dead it, but it was too late by then because they was both almost at each other's throats. And Cat basically embarrassed that chick on air. And then she turns around and tries to get her husband to stick Cat up.
But she damn sure did. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
Wes.
think that
Yeah,
that most people sit there and say Tiffany Haddish made that movie. It really wouldn't have been that good
I
without
mean,
her in it.
like I said,
So
man,
it just is show a level of shade that's not even
of course,
necessary.
it's not necessary. I mean, he been throwing shots at her, for the last few years. So, bottom
Yeah.
line is this: I'm gonna end this topic with this. Step your game up, people. If you feel that someone got somewhere, I don't care if you in a regular job, you work at an office, you work at a factory, you work in a cornfield, I don't care where you work. If you feel someone else, one of your peers, is getting something that you think you deserve, step your game up. How about that? Step your game up.
That's all.
Step your business up.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
And that's that. It is.
That's all it is.
So,
that's all it boils down to.
Diddy,
If you ain't,
T
if
Diddy
and excuse me,
in the live said, y'all still talking about this? I was like, no, we done now. We done. He's over at the live at
my last
Instagram.
thing, my last thing I'm gonna say about it is this: if you mad about what somebody else is accomplishing, and you ain't accomplishing nothing, that's
Who
your
you be
fault.
mad at? That's your
Ain't
fault.
nobody else to blame but you.
Man, I'm tired of, come on, man. It's 2024, man. Let's leave that garbage behind. Like, step your game up. Whatever it is you got to step up, whatever game you in, step it up. So you don't have to worry about the next man or woman that's doing what they do. And you think and stop using the excuses.
Create your own
Meaning,
lane.
okay, right, create your own lane. We're living in the age of information. We're in the age of the internet. Create your own lane. There's no more excuses. No more. You want to talk about the Illuminati, the white man, Hollywood, this, Hollyweird, blah, blah. Yo, do your own thing, bro. Like, he's doing his own thing as far as the stand-up goes. And this was his way of doing his own thing, coming on Club Shay Shay, using that platform on the internet to spew what he wanted to spew. And that's it. I'm done with that. Next topic. So we Jonathan Majors
Wait. Hold on.
next topic. We're moving
Wait.
on.
No. I got. It's like that interview I did not that long ago with that girl Sexy Red when she was on, I guess, the morning show, and she claims that the host there was saying some snide stuff about her, and the girl's like, well, what did I say? But at the end of the day, someone said, I'm tired of you millennials feeling like I'm supposed to agree with every single thing that you do. I don't need to. I could follow you and like your music, but what you personally do, I don't have to agree with it. If Cat Williams don't like what everybody else do, yo, bro, that's your opinion. That's what worked for them. If your lane is what your lane, then let that work for you and stop griping about what this person did. So what if Ricky Smiley put on a dress? If you could do the same thing without putting on a dress and just go out there and shut up, just stop talking, just go out there and go do it and be done with it. can't hear you, Wes. You muted
So
yourself.
the Jonathan Majors interview on Good Morning America aired today. They
Oh
recorded it
damn!
a few
But I
days
missed it. I
ago.
forgot about it.
Yeah, it's right. You can watch it right on YouTube. They taped it a few days ago, a couple days ago, whatever, and aired it today. I wanted to say, first of all, when I saw this, I think I put it in the chat. I was concerned at first when I first saw that he was going to be on, and I tell you why, because we all remember when Nate Parker was on Good Morning America and Robin Roberts ambushed him with a bunch of questions. He's there to talk about Birth of a Nation, and she ambushed him with a bunch of questions about
And she came with
the
the bullshit,
allegations and
the
stuff
rape
from back when he was in
that he was
college
cleared
before
of.
he wasn't even an actor. He wasn't even an actor at that point. And he was acquitted of. Let's make that clear. Allegations that he was acquitted of. He was cleared. And saying that, some of her relatives, because she, unalived herself, as they say, they don't like to use certain words. There's key words here on YouTube that they don't like. They don't like the S word. You say unalived herself. So they start tagging
Can't
our
even
show
talk
with,
English anymore.
yeah, you can't even speak English. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You start talking, they start tagging the show with those type of words, right? But anyway, well, she's no longer with us, and a lot of her family saying that you're not showing any remorse, and this, that, and the other. And he's just like, wait, what are we talking about? He's like, what are we talking about? Oh, well, he's like, well, I thought, we were here to talk about the movie, and she's like, well, we got to talk about that, but this has to be talked about. Why?
No, it doesn't.
Why does it have to be talked about? Oh. And they always send a black woman to do the dirty work. Always.
Dirty work.
That's who they.
Well, you know what? I hate to say this. I'm gonna catch smoke for this, but one day what's gonna happen is one of these chicks is gonna get punched right in their mouth. It happened to D Barnes, and it can happen again. Y'all better stop playing around because y'all gonna catch the right one, and they gonna Dr. Dre your ass. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. Y'all need to stop playing
Dr. Dre
around.
D Barnes, yeah. That's so messed up.
That's foul, man. That's really foul.
Poor D Barnes. But let me tell you though. So yeah, she did that. It's always that. This is how they do it. They send one of our quote unquote one of our own to go and do the dirty work. So I was afraid that something like that might happen this time around. It wasn't Robin Roberts. It's I forgot the young lady's name that interviewed him. But it wasn't Robin Roberts this time. But same deal. So they're sitting down and they're going over the case. And she just kind of asking him questions. So she wants to, I guess, you have to clear up and ask questions. Did you assault her? Do you feel you injured her in any way? And this, that, and the other. And you got to say the same thing over and over again. And what he did do, I think what he did was, he was taking accountability for certain things, meaning should have never stayed in the relationship. That's number one. Like she asked him that question. Did you what was the word she used? Did you they said that you unintentionally, were you reckless? They said because through your recklessness. So the jury didn't find that you intentionally hurt her, but you unintentionally hurt her through your recklessness. Were you being reckless? And his answer was, I was reckless with her heart. He said, because
that's about it.
Not
Because
her
to be honest
body.
with you, she took his phone. She took his
He's
phone,
I
and he had
was
every
reckless
right
with her.
to get his property back.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And someone just said a woman has always taken down powerful men. Yeah, that's true. Here's the deal. And what he said was, look, this is what all I'm guilty of is I basically should have left the relationship and I didn't. I ended up stepping out on the relationship. So I take responsibility for that. And this is why we're here to this day. I should have never picked her up that night. I should have never. He's like, there's certain things I would have. If there's anything I would have done over, I would have never picked her up that night because we wouldn't be here. Whatever. Oh, that's Perez. That's Tory Perez over there. T Diddy. Yeah. So I'm just like, okay, listen. He said, look, that's all he's taking responsibility for. Look, I'm responsible for breaking her heart. And I'm adding this. He didn't say this. And we all know hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So that's where he made the mistake. And that's what he took accountability for. And she asked her. And of course, she went back. And so we have to bring up these allegations. Why you have to bring them up? Again, you have to say you have to bring them up. You have to bring up these allegations that was, once again, back when he was in college or acting school or wherever it was, those allegations that had no merit to them, like no one found anything about them that it, no validity, right? But you still bring them up.
Mhm.
And then she asked him, so, do you have a history of domestic violence or domestic abuse? It's like, no. I've seen it, I've witnessed it, but I've never partaken in it. He said, I've actually been hit, he said, but I've never hit a woman. I've never put my hands on her. And because she asked him that. You've never hit a woman? No. Okay. And then she asks him, do you think you'll ever work in Hollywood again? He said, yeah, I hope. He said, she's like, well, the lawyers, her lawyers are constantly, she's reading statements from the girl's lawyers saying, oh, he's clearly not showing any remorse. But here's the deal. The only thing that worries me about all of this, right, is them lawyers are keep putting those statements out because, he hasn't been sentenced yet.
The narrative.
Right. So they still trying to spin the narrative. He still hasn't been sentenced yet. And, she did mention, Megan Good been by your side the whole time. Even now at the interview, she was off camera sitting there, and he's like, yeah, he's getting emotional. It's like she's been a godsend or whatever he says. Boom, boom, boom. So overall, I guess the question is, why now? I mean, not even why now. We know why now. Why ABC, a Disney company, by the way? Why ABC?
Well, you know why?
Is this?
Well, you know
is
that.
this
You
a?
know the answer to that question.
Because he ain't going nowhere. He's coming back. He's coming back. And
This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I think Disney is. Yeah, I think Disney suggested this, or even demanded this, to say, you know what? Let's because they still have the rights to some of his other movies, even if they never bring them back to Marvel, which I don't think they will. But they still own the rights to Magazine Dreams, which was optioned by Fox, and obviously now they own Fox. So they still got stuff that they got from him that they can put out. I think Disney is doing this as a heat check, a pulse check, whatever you want to call it, to see, is this guy still marketable? Like, is it after at this
viable?
point, right. She's still at this point. He does this interview. What's going to be the reaction? Are people going to uh have remorse for him? Are people going to be on his side, quote unquote? Or are people going to say, "Oh yeah, whatever"? So I think that's what this really was all about. Because otherwise, if I'm him, what the hell am I doing of an interview with Disney's company, and they just fired me? So I think this was something that his PR team put together with Disney to say, listen, let's go on your show. Let's put that out there because the damage is done as far as he's got the charges, whatever. And now let's see if we can find a redemption arc, if you will, for him. I hate to put it in those terms. Those are movie terms, story terms, but this, it's all a story, right?
Hey,
So
wait, Wes, wait a minute. You know what? I got Robin Roberts, Oprah Winfrey, any other women out there. Do me a favor. The next time, since you want to keep bringing up the past, like with what's his name, Nate Parker, I want to know the next time that Hugh Grant got a movie coming out. I want one of y'all to have the balls asking, so are you still down there patrolling LA picking up hookers like you did back in 90, what's that, 95, 96?
They
Are you
won't do
still
that.
doing that? They won't do that.
They won't do
But
that.
but I like to know the question, like if I'm driving around South Central LA down there on Figueroa, and if I see a black building pulling up, is that Hugh Grant picking up another hooker?
Yeah.
Because if I'm not saying, you did get busted with one
You
in
know
your
what I
car,
was,
bro.
but you know what? But you know what? If I would say, if I was Hugh Grant, I'd be like, yes. And so what? I'm single. I got a ding-a-ling.
But
and
he's
if I
not
want to pay
single.
for it, I'm paying for it. What? Okay, so I'm a cheater. I like I like what I like, and I'm gonna go get it. But
Yeah,
but
or
you're
go
absolutely
to
right.
what's his
The
name?
question,
What's his name? What's the comedian's name that's now the guy that was married to Katy Perry, Russell Brand? Are you asking him? Are you like yo, bro? Or is every
Jesus
have you had
Christ.
any girlfriends since Katy Perry? Did you cheat on her too? Let's be real. If you're going, because it only seems that when black people saying that when they got everybody got on Oprah, when Oprah after Kobe Bryant died, and she talked about the allegations of him, like, yo, that ain't the time to be bringing this thing up, and that's the matter between him and his wife, not you. It's got to be talked about. Why? What does you bringing this matter up? When he allegedly cheated on his wife with
everything got to be talked. It's
got to do anything with him doing dying. Nothing.
And number two, and on that mark, something that him and his wife had already discussed and moved on from, but y'all still trying to bring it up again. Like, yeah, Kobe Bryant was the best, but he did cheat on his wife. And
they did. I remember when they did that. That was wild. That was
That's exactly what I'm
wild.
talking about. Like, wow.
And there was also people. There was a lot of people that was even going further than that. When they were trying to get Lisa Leslie, not Lisa Leslie. What was her name? Yeah, Lisa Leslie. That's the WNBA. They were trying to get her to say something bad about Kobe Bryant.
Same thing with Shaq. They were trying to get Shaq to throw him in, but he's like, look, I'm not doing that. This is not the time. Our issues were our issues. It's got nothing to do with him passing away. But it seems like a black man in the entertainment field does something supposedly wrong, and I'm saying whether he did it or didn't do it, it seems that like he's not able to move on and put that behind him. But if it's a white actor that does something or something wrong, supposedly, they are able to proceed and keep going forward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we already know how that works. The bottom line is, we know what happened there, and and Tony said also. Tony said, yeah, he thought he did well on the interview. He saw some clips of it. I think he did well too. Like, he showed remorse, but he's not gonna show remorse for allegedly hurting her. It doesn't matter what he's convicted of. He didn't do it. So he's not gonna say, "Yeah, I'm sorry that I hurt her. I didn't hurt her. I didn't physically hurt her. I'm sorry for hurting her heart. I'm sorry for hurting her feelings. You know, I should have left her. I should have been a man enough to leave this. He said I should have been man enough to leave the relationship when it was time to leave it, but I didn't. You know, and she said, why? He said, I was, you know, a little scared of what, you know, meaning like what could happen. And he already knew. I mean, let's be honest. That what is it? That audio that they play for the jury with him, the whole Coretta Scott King thing and all this other stuff. All that was, if you just, no one's reading between the lines of the audio. Like, bro, obviously this has been a problem. There's been plenty of times where look, he's yelling at her. No, he telling her, get your mind right. This has been a problem in the past where she goes get white girl wasted and embarrass them. He's like, you represent me when
you're
you're
not
out
supposed
there.
to, like you're not supposed to, like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to check your mate when you out in these streets and somebody doing something sideways. You're supposed to check your wife or your husband.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
And
you know he did.
I tell people,
and you saw that he did it in private. He didn't do it in the club.
Yep.
He didn't do it on TMZ. He did not do it.
And
he did it.
She taped it. And she taped it. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So obviously,
which goes back. Which goes back to what I was saying in the beginning, what so many people argued me about. Oh, Kevin talking about she's a plant. She got planted in his life. Oh, well, if she didn't, why? All the evidence is pointing towards she was trying to set that nigga up from jump. She was looking to find a reason. Yeah. She was in there to do something to sidetrack his career. Because why would you just out the blue say that? If this has been a problem before, all of a sudden now out the blue, it's. I knew I was right from jump. And everybody's like, nah. Well, here you go again. Well, y'all talking about she's a plant. How is she a plant in this life? Well, why would she do what she did? The only reason why you recorded somebody,
she definitely taped him without him knowing, and she out doing this, being reckless, whatever, and you know, he's saying, listen, and that's why I tell people, you know, black folks, once again, y'all need to slow your roll. Just because he mentioned Coretta Scott King, he mentioned Michelle Obama, he's just using these as examples. That's what he said. She even asked him that in the article. He addressed that. He was like, I'm just using examples of great people and wives of great people, great men. He said, I'm aspiring to be a great man, do great things for myself, for my culture.
This is this is the example that my woman needs to set. If you go be on my arm, this is what I'm looking for. What's wrong with having standards? All of a sudden, a guy got a man has standards. A man has standards, and now all of a sudden he's wrong. He's controlling.
He's wrong. He's a bad guy because he got standards. But that don't even get me started on that, Kev, because you know that's a whole that standard thing is a double standard because you know women can say, I need a guy to be over 6 feet tall. I need a guy to be, you know, whatever. They can have standards. You know, he has to be this, he has to be that. Got to be a certain weight, certain height, whatever. But as soon as a guy says it about a woman, he's shaming them.
Oh, you gotta love me as I am. I tell you,
right. So if a chick says, I want a skinny guy, I don't want a fat dude, right? And then a man turns around and says, I don't want no fat woman. Now you fat shaming her. It's not a standard. You're just shaming her. Listen, but you know, that's a whole nother bag of whatever.
I've always said, and I've always told people, and anybody who knows me knows the kind of women I like. I like tall women. If you are
ain't nothing wrong with that. That's your standard.
Really do with you.
Yeah, that's your standard. But see, the funny thing is now the way the world works now. If you were to come out and be like, "Oh man, I only date tall women," they'd be saying you shaming. You know, why are you discriminating against short women? Because I don't like short women.
But
I'm not
but in
attracted
the
to
same
him.
Yeah, I
but
don't
the
need no
same
chick with no
token,
little.
don't
I don't need no
tall
chick with no
women
little leg.
But don't tall women discriminate against shorter guys, saying, "Well, I want someone that I could
They
look at
do
when I've
all
had
the
heels
time.
on." What's the
They do it
difference?
all the
Oh,
time.
every
It's
time.
not a difference, but it's
Nicole
because it's their woman.
Nicole Kidman. Didn't
I
she say
mean,
that about
they
her
say it all
husband
the time.
Tom Cruise? And when they broke up, she said, "Well, now I put my heels back on." Why?
Right.
Because
But that was
he's
just
significantly shorter than you.
that was just a shot probably. But the point is, it's double standard anyway. So yeah, I mean, he's just staying the type of person that he wanted. That's the type you need. If I'm gonna be this, you gotta be this. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with him even requesting that of their relationship. And so that's that.
And
But
don't give me
moving
the
off
crap.
of him,
Oh, because she's and don't give me and don't give me the BS. My last point on it is don't give me the BS that because she's Caucasian and he's referencing great black women.
cares?
It doesn't matter. A woman is a
Black
woman.
women. It doesn't
And
matter.
a standard is a
He's
standard.
not saying you have to be black. Right. He's not standards. He's not saying he wants you to be black. He's just saying he wants you to be supportive.
He said,
like
you
those
need
wives
you
were.
need to carry yourself
they
like
were
this.
backbones. What? Right. Yeah. Exactly. Backbone, supportive, stuff like that.
So if he would have said, if he would have told her to be like Hillary Clinton, then nobody would say nothing like, okay. Hillary Clinton, she might have been beating the hell out of Bill Clinton every night, but you know what? In public, she had his back. She had his back. But in the White House, come on. You know she was kicking his ass in the Lincoln bedroom. You know she was kicking his ass in the Lincoln bedroom.
That's funny.
I'm just saying, she's beating that ass with a boot in the Lincoln bedroom.
Anyway, so let's change gears a little bit. So the Emmys, not the Emmys, sorry, the Golden Globe Awards. They did have the Emmys, by the way. That was the Creative Arts Emmys, which is one that's not televised. I said at the top of the show, the Emmys, the television arts and sciences or whatever, they have several Emmy Awards ceremonies, and only ones that are really televised, the primetime Emmys and the daytime Emmys, but they had that too. But we're going on the Golden Globe Awards. Golden Globe winners list. I wanted to talk about this because there's a new category. It's definitely new because it wasn't there last year. A category that's called Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award. And obviously,
it sounds like
Barbie
an award for everybody.
won. No, that's an award for who made the most money. They put this in to give Barbie an award. They wanted to see Fine behind Margot Robbie up there on that stage for a reason. Because let's keep it 100, people. Barbie is not winning no Best Picture. It's not winning none of the actors are winning an award for Barbie. It's not going to win achievement in sound. It's not going to win achievement in effects. It's not going to win achievement in wardrobe. It's not nothing. It's not going to win any. It's not going to win best screenplay. None of that stuff's going to happen. So they got to give him something, right? So they make up this award called the Cinematic and Box Office Achievement Award. Now the category consisted of course, Barbie, which was the winner. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Super Mario Brothers movie, and Taylor Swift The Eras Tour. Where is Avatar? Way of Water.
Avatar did not come out last year. Out in 2022. So
it did? I thought it came out in 2023 in the top.
No, it came out It came out at the end of 2022 around Christmas time. That's why it's not eligible.
There you go. That's why it's not on there. Okay, that's why it's not on there. That makes sense.
However,
but wait a minute.
I
guess though. Yeah.
But when it comes to that, I'm kind of for them because I'm sorry I understand the Oscars nominate the best picture and everybody else, but bro, if your movie and you are the #1 movie of the year, that automatic best picture nominee. Sorry, you should be.
But I mean, yeah, okay, that's fine. But like I said, so then just give them the award for that. Don't even
I
have
didn't.
a
No, no,
category
no, no, no,
because
no. I
nobody.
did not. I did not. No. Well. Clearly, they didn't give it to him. There was nominees in it, which were the biggest grossing movies of the year. But my thing is
Bruh.
simply this: if
But
your
this is
movie
a
comes out,
fixed fight, bro. Everyone in here, no one made it more money than her. The category is called cinematic and box
well, if
office
that's
achievement. And you
well,
put a
it is
movie
a
that made
cinematic
over $1 billion.
achievement. Certainly,
No,
it's a box
you're
office
missing
achievement.
my
But
point.
if
No, you're missing my point. Just give them the award then, if that's the case. Ain't no point of having all these people in here because they're not. I mean, all these other contenders because they're not going to win. They didn't make more money than Barbie. It's like, so just give them the award. Just say we're going to give Barbie the award for cinematic box office achievement. There's no point in doing the nominations because Guardians of the Galaxy, John Wick, Mission Impossible, Oppenheimer, Spider-Man, Super Mario, or Taylor Swift did not make more money than Barbie. So what's the point of even having a category? I mean having the different competitors.
No. That's not what I said. What I said was is that I the nomination, but I'm sitting there saying, like, when it comes to that idea of the best picture, if your movie comes out and you are the number one movie of the year, you should automatically be put into that category because that's the main reason.
I
Like a
don't
lot
know
of these
about that.
like a lot of these Marvel movies. No,
They
let's look
might
at it like
put it
this.
in Best
Look at it like
Picture.
this.
They might put it in Best Picture because of that. They
No,
might put,
no.
but not
That's
a
what
lot.
I'm
Don't
saying.
say a
No,
lot of these Marvel movies because they did not do that with a lot of the
exactly.
Marvel
Exactly.
movies.
But that's exactly my point. They haven't done that with a lot of the Marvel movies, but a lot of these
Right.
Marvel movies have come out and have been the number one movie of the year. Now, I'm sorry, but my personal opinion is that when it comes to the idea of best picture, if your movie comes out and the crowd that comes for the movies pays their money and it reigns over everybody else, doesn't that automatically say that it is one of the best pictures because the audience loved it?
Well, it all
No, it doesn't
depends on what the
necessarily.
criteria for Best
That doesn't
Picture
mean
is.
that because that's like that.
Yeah,
That's
it
like
doesn't mean that.
exactly.
If you
And not,
if you
and not only that. Well, if that, but what I'm saying is, if that's the case, then a handful of movies that I think are great movies should be the best movies, but they're not.
Well, he's talking about okay. What you're saying is if what you're saying is if a movie makes the most money of the year, it should be considered automatically for Best Picture because
it should
was the number one
automatically
grossing movie.
Grossing
It was
movie
the number one box office movie of the year of that particular year. So it should be considered for Best Picture. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want that. I would be more just put a category in like this again, like this with the Oscars. Just give it to the one person because that's a clear winner anyway. If there's only one winner in the box office,
do it
for the year.
But do it like the Oscars. Do it like the Oscars did it with their category, with their whatever that garbage was that they did. Because they did the same thing.
They did the same thing, and then they took it out because
award.
they got a lot of people complained for. I think they took it out. But what I'm saying is this: if you want to say we want to recognize the people that got people back in the seats, I understand that. Okay, so just give them an award. There's only one clear winner of that. You don't have to have nominees. All you got to do is look at the numbers. Whoever won at the box office that year and pulled in the most money at the box office should automatically get this cinematic box office achievement award. No category. I mean, no nominees. No, it doesn't make sense. That should just be a separate award, just like if you're given a lifetime achievement award. You give a separate award that's saying we like to give the award for cinematic by whatever the Oscars decide to call it. But in this case, the Cinematic Box Office Achievement Award goes to Barbie because they won at the box office. Period. So there's no point in disguising it and putting all these people in all these different things in here for what? For what? You know, I mean, if Guardians of the Galaxy would have won, Yeah, it might have been some people that was happy, but most people would have said, "Well, why would Guardians of the Galaxy win? It didn't make more money than Barbie." You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It was a waste of time, I think. Waste of a category. Just give the award, keep it moving. Get Margot Robbie fine behind out there. Let her get the award, keep it moving. That's all you
Well,
wanted
in
to do
this,
anyway. You wanted to have a reason to put Margot Robbie out there on stage. And that's what it was, and you did it.
well,
So
in this particular case, I do understand your point saying, well, okay, you should have just gave it to her. But however, I think moving forward, when it's although my opinion is like when it comes to the idea of best picture, which is different from this category, right? In cinematic achievement, maybe it is a movie that comes out that breaks another barrier in special effects. Like when Avatar came out, even though Avatar was really the biggest movie, it certainly did break a whole lot of cinematic achievements as far as creating this entire world. Now,
yeah, but they that
it
could be
just kind of
recognized in other categories.
right now, yeah, now yes, it came hand in hand that it was not a movie of the year. I agree with that, but you could go back and look at other movies that had pushed the envelope for something cinematic that get no kind of notification. Now, my personal opinion is different than what this category is, right? So let back in '87, for example. All right, I thought one of the best movies that year was RoboCop. But RoboCop got no type of real recognition for RoboCop. I mean, we loved it. We
RoboCop
thought,
was,
or
you know
that
why we loved it, but you know why it didn't. Number one, it was too violent. It was very violent, situation, especially involving cops and stuff like that. That's the one thing. RoboCop was violent, and when stuff like that happens, they tend to shy away from stuff. But we lost Ralph. He's coming back on though. Let me see. There he is.
It's
So
like
anyway,
that.
I
It's
think
like that cop
RoboCop.
movie 999.
Right, yeah. Those cop movie, any cop movie that has ultra violence in it. I mean, like how RoboCop had, they definitely gonna snub it somewhere at the awards.
but that's exactly
but what
but that's what I'm
I
talking
want to
about.
address what you said. I want to address what you said about. I just want to address what you said about the whole thing with, let's just say Barbie or anybody that performs at the box office getting an automatic bid for Best Picture. I disagree with that only because, first of all, it's not fair to the real films, because you could be a novelty film such as Barbie. That was a novelty film, and so this novelty film deserves to be in a category with real cinematic films that I don't think that's fair. I think what should happen is, and that's for anything, it's not just Barbie, it's for any ones that Avatar, whatever, because Avatar is going to be recognized in other categories as well for its achievement in effects, stuff like that. They're going to get awards, you know. And as far as Avatar goes, if it doesn't, get an award for anything else around the story, well, the story's been done before. It's Fern Gully, so so. But that's a whole other story. But my point is this: to put Barbie in there, and then you have, like, let's just say here, let's use this category: best motion picture drama, right? Let's just say Barbie was in this category. So now it's going up against Oppenheimer, Maestro, which was an excellent film, Bradley Cooper, Killers of the Flower Moon, so it's like, what? Nah, I don't think that would be right, because I think you're better off if you want to give it its props, because it did one thing that people wanted to do was get people back into the theaters, right? So it did put people back in the theaters. So give it its own little accolade for doing that. Say, yo, we're gonna give you an award just for the fact that, same type of deal, this achievement in box office, you got people back in the seats. We've been wanting this, we want people back in the movies. Yes, thank you for doing that. Thank you for bringing cinema. That's just, they
But
remember,
let's be clear.
Most of the people in Hollywood was giving props to Tom Cruise, with Maverick. That's like last time, last year or the year before, whatever it was when it came out. Same thing with that.
Because that was the real film that brought people back. Barbie was just Barbie was to women.
It was a novelty film.
What the MCU was, the comic book fans. It was,
that's what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
It was the females. What the MCU
made
was.
it.
Yeah.
And what made it even more of a novelty is it's a one-off for right now. I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a sequel. Why? I don't know. I still think that I still think they screwed up and didn't that Nicki Minaj and capitalized on that. But anyway, that's a whole other story.
But you know what's funny? Don't be surprised. I don't know if they will, but don't be surprised if Nicki Minaj gets a bid for an Oscar. You know, on the soundtrack. You know,
that's true.
Doja Cat.
And listen, don't be too surprised. Academy Award nominations in 2 weeks, and Gerwin and Robbie look like going to get nominated for Barbie. The both of them. Don't be too surprised if you see Margot Robbie.
I can see Gerwin getting nominated for director. Well, number one, because the achievements and stuff like that Barbie made. Yes, I can kind of see them doing that. I don't know if maybe Robbie will, but she, I don't know. I don't think she should.
And maybe Ferrera.
Listen.
I think Ferrera. I don't think. I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna tell you what this all is. This all is a bunch of BS. This is everybody gets an award. That's what this is turned into. What happened to a film on its merit? Because guess what? Because guess what? If this was 1980 and that was Siskel and Ebert, guess what Barbie would have got? 2 thumbs down.
And if it was Sneaking in the Movies with Robert Townsend and the other dude, they'd have been like
finger.
Oh my good, 2 snaps and a twist.
They'd have been saying,
"Hey, wait. No. Although I think that's funny, I disagree. I think Barbie was a good movie. I do think it is a good movie. Right? It certainly fills the narrative. If you want to say, you can't even say it's a chick flick. Although in some aspects it is a chick flick, not like a rom. It is a chick flick. And take the idea of a toy and turn it into this movie. I mean, it's vastly different than Transformers, because Transformers is way different than Barbie. Don't get me wrong, it's way different. But to take the idea of this and turn it into a movie and making it relevant and updating it for today, I think that is an achievement. And unless you guys, I don't know if you guys saw Barbie, but I actually like Barbie.
No. Listen, I'm not saying that it's a bad movie. I'm not saying that it's a good movie. Only thing I'm saying is there is no great achievement that's being done because Barbie, that's what Barbie has always been. They could have made this Barbie movie in the 70s. They could have made it in the 80s. They could have made it in the 90s. They could have made it in the early 2000s. They could have made it in the 2010s. But no, but they made it in 2020. Why? Because Barbie is always relevant. There was nothing about there's nothing about Barbie. Barbie is always current. Barbie will never ever not be current. I guess that's my point.
We know that, and
with that,
and I don't think it's a big. I don't look at it as a. Sorry, Kev. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You're gonna say what I was about to say anyway. Go ahead.
What I'm about to say, I was just saying, I don't think it's agreeing with you. I don't think it's this big achievement in, I mean, like I said, man, it's a novelty film. It's cool. It's cute. And people, the reason why people went to see it because it was part of a phenomenon. You got to remember the age we live in now. We live in the age where once that phenomenon starts going, everybody want to talk about it. They want to talk about it They want to talk about it at the water cooler. They want to say that they was part. They want to get on social media and show that they're all wearing pink and they're doing this and they're doing that and they're taking their daughters and they're this and they're that. And the millennials not just millennials. It's every generation. Barbie's been around for every generation, so everyone's gonna be like, oh, your your daughter, your daughter's mother, her mother, they're gonna want to see it and say, oh, whatever. It's just like it's just like anything else. G.I. Joe, like if it's when G.I. Joe came out, you knew people of our age and probably the age before us would probably watch it because they all know about it or whatever. So
but they
I don't really,
didn't.
I don't think,
But they
But the
I don't
bottom
think
didn't.
line
that
is,
is.
no,
Listen,
no, but here's the bottom
all I'm
line with
saying is,
Barbie. The bottom line with
this is a
Barbie
different
is,
time now. The whole phenomenon thing, and
yeah,
I'm telling you, that's true. That's exactly what, especially now, because people, I guarantee you, all of the young people that went to see Barbie probably didn't even play with Barbie. They know what Barbie is, but probably didn't even have Barbie dolls,
that most of
or
them
didn't
went.
play with them that
Most
much.
of them went. Most of them went. Like when we took our kids to go to the movies to see Iron Man or to see Spider-Man when they first came out, was because holy crap, when the first Spider-Man came out, my daughter was, oh god, how old was my daughter? 2? No, she's a little bit older than that.
Oh wow, man!
Anyway, we went to a
your daughter gonna give you a lump of coal for her birthday, because you just
yeah.
on your show saying I don't remember how old my daughter was. You getting some coal for your birthday, man? Watch,
because I don't remember. I don't remember how old she was for when Spider-Man came out. But what I do remember is that day we went to a birthday party in the Bronx, and I had her out. We were at the Majestic Theater at 1:00 in the morning with a line wrapped around, going all the way around to Times Square to get into that building to go see Spider-Man, because we were coming back home, and I had forgot about that it was out. And so it's the same thing with Barbie, but the only difference is now it's girl power. So whereas Spider-Man, it was just comic book heads. Now this is just all girls, and on top of that, you got the gay and trans crowd, and on top of that, you got the dudes who are just there because all the chicks are there. Yo, it's a whole bunch of biddies in the house. Oh, I'm gonna be there because let me tell you something. When I was at the movie theater, I was waiting for my grandson to come so we could watch. What did we watch? We watched a superhero movie, and then we watched something. We watched a horror movie or something after that. But while I was waiting for him to come, I was like, "Why are all these chicks in here?"
Yeah, I couldn't.
I was like, why are all these chicks in here wearing pink? And I mean, it was fine. It was some fine.
No, I'm
in there.
and that's what I'm saying. So you have all of those group of people and reasons why becomes this. That's how a phenomenon becomes a phenomenon. It would, trust me, it was not because the word of mouth said that Barbie was such a great movie. It was because it was part of an experience. It's an experience. When
it
you
was
have something that's
not just part of an experience, and it was culturally relevant on top of that.
Right, culturally relevant is an experience. Right, it's the same thing. Right, the same thing happened with Black Panther. Because let's keep it 100. As much as we know Black Panther was a great character and he was introduced in Civil War, but there are a lot of people that have no idea of many generations before us and generations after us that have no idea what Black Panther was. And as a character,
they said Black Panther. They thought we told. They were told. They were told. We
talking about proud of our people. Yeah, they thought it was about. But they was going there expecting to see Fred Hampton. But but my thing is no. But of course, there's people that was before us that have heard of the Black Panther comic, but they're just like, yo, this is a big cultural thing. Black people out being represented in a way that they want, that we'd love to see them, royalty, this, that, and the other. I'm going to support this movie. I remember distinctively listening to the radio. I don't know what station it was, but they were saying this radio station and even schools were sponsoring trips to see Black Panther because they was taking the trips to see it. Yo, black kids need to see this. Community centers was going. all different people was going
Listen,
because it was an experience.
It was like Malcolm X. Same thing when Malcolm X came out. Them Yanks
Right.
closed the
It was
schools down for Malcolm
it
X.
was a cultural phenomenon. It was an experience. So that's what this was Barbie, but it just wasn't for black people. So it's for the Barbie people. Barbie's for everybody. Everybody had Barbies. My daughter, I don't even know if she went to see the movie, to be honest with you, but my daughter, I spent a crap ton of money on Barbies for my daughter coming up. So my oldest daughter, I spent a crap ton of money on Barbie stuff for her. So I don't even know if she went to see the movie, but so that's what I mean. Overall, and I want to run down these awards because I want to be stuck on this one thing. I want to run down the awards and the winners. But yeah, I just think cinematic box office achievement, that's what they should get, and that's all they should get. Because depending on who they're up against, they definitely shouldn't get no best picture. Best picture actually went to Oppenheimer, right? Best motion picture, musical or comedy went to Poor Things, Searchlight Pictures. Best motion picture animated, The Boy and the Heron. G Kids. I don't know what G Kids is, but yeah. I guess that's the producer, the studio. Cinematic box office, we already said that as Barbie. Best motion picture non-English. Anatomy of a Fall, that's from France. Best motion picture, male actor in a motion picture performance. Best performance by male actor in a motion picture was Cillian Murphy in Oppenheimer. Okay. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. She won that. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture, musical comedy. You have Emma Stone, Poor Things. I'm sorry, man. I love Jennifer Lawrence, man. I wish she would have got that. Jennifer Lawrence for No Hard Feelings. She was funny as funny.
I heard that Emma Stone is basically naked throughout that entire movie, and that is really trash. I have no idea, but that's what
I don't know. I haven't seen it. So there you go. Margot Robbie was nominated for the musical or comedy category for Barbie. She was nominated for that. It was Fantasia for The Color Purple. It was Jennifer Lawrence, Natalie Portman for May December, Alma, I don't know how to say her last name, for Fallen Leaves, and Margot Robbie for Barbie, and Emma Stone. Emma Stone won. Best performance by a male actor, musical or comedy. We had Paul Giamatti for the Holdovers. He won that. Best performance by a male in a supporting role in any motion picture. Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer. Best performance by a female actor in a supporting role in any motion picture went to Devine, or is it Divine? Divine Joy Randolph, The Holdovers. Best director went to Christopher Nolan for Oppenheimer. Best screenplay, Justine Treat and Arthur Harari for Anatomy of a Fall. Best original song, motion picture. See, Barbie won that. What Was I Made For? That was Barbie. Music and lyrics by Billie Eilish. She won that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be in the Oscars. That's probably gonna be what that's the one. Yeah, that's the one they're going to enter. I don't know if they're gonna enter the Nicki Minaj one now.
The other song they probably entered, the one that Dance the Night Away, I think it's called. That might get in.
Maybe.
It's catchy. That's about it.
Best original score is Ludwig, of course. That's my dude, man. He did. I didn't know he scored Oppenheimer. That dude ain't no joke.
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
That's Nolan's guy. That's Nolan's guy.
That is Nolan's guy. Yeah, he loves him. Television series drama, Succession. Best television series musical or comedy, The Bear on FX. Television limited series, anthology series, motion picture made for television, Beef, Netflix. Ali Wong with her fine self. Then best performance by a female actor, in a television series. Sarah Snook, Succession. Performance by a male in a television series. Kieran is Kieran, right? Kieran Culkin.
Yeah,
Kieran
yeah,
Culkin. Yeah,
Culkin.
Succession. Yeah, Culkin. That's Macaulay's younger brother. Best performance by a female actor in a television series, musical or comedy. That's Ayo Edebari, and that's The Bear. I don't watch that show. I've been hearing about it though. And best performance by male actor in television series, Jeremy Allen White, The Bear. Obviously, The Bear has been cleaning up. Best performance by a female actor in a limited series, anthology series. Most of they be killing me with these long behind category names. And that is Ali Wong. She won for Beef. Best performance by a male actor in the same thing, limited series.
Wait. I just want to take one pause to give Beef its acknowledgement. That ish was funny.
I still haven't seen it yet,
Ali
but I got
Wong
to
is a
it.
beast.
And I
it
love
was
Ali
funny.
Wong.
Her and Homeboy,
And he won too.
They are hilarious.
They cleaned up.
They
They
are
swept.
hilarious.
He won best actor and she won best actress. So they swept for that.
That's
Stephen
dope.
Yeun. Yeah. It performance by a female actor in a
If you
supporting
guys haven't
role.
seen it,
That
watch it.
was Elizabeth Debicki, The Crown. Supporting role male actors Matthew McFadden, Succession, and best performance in stand-up comedy on television. What's his name? Gervais. Yeah, Ricky Gervais. Armageddon. And then he beat out Trevor Noah. A lot of people had Netflix specials too. I remember, but I don't know if it was this year. He beat out Trevor Noah, Chris Rock, Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, and Wanda Sykes. He beat all of them out. And I think that was the end. That's the last one of those awards. So,
hands off.
and you can have that. Sarah Silverman been ran through. So, pop.
I don't care.
Pop. But so anyhow, so they also had, I'm looking for the Emmys real quick. The creative Emmys, creative arts. Where is it at? We'll just say there was a couple people that we can kind of just skim over. I don't really need to talk about that. But let's spend the rest of the show talking about. We already kind of went over some of the stuff, some of the bigger things from 2023. We already know the big stories was obviously the strike was probably the biggest story when it comes to obviously Hollywood, the SAG after WGA strike that went on. We know about that. Jonathan Majors was another huge story that happened from last year. We went over that. But let's talk about the films because that's what
Let's
we
get out of
talk
the past.
about,
Let's
right?
go to the let's get out of the past.
Well, I mean, let's talk. This is our first time back, so it's our first show back. So I'm saying about the films of 2023. Let's just kind of let's talk about what do you think what was the best film to you? What was the worst film to you of 2023? What was your sleeper? Like something that you didn't expect to be as good as it was? And what was your disappointment of the year? I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't get out as much as I wanted to in 2023. I did get out though. I did the early part of the year. I did, but then I ended up seeing them eventually. So we know that early in the season. Let's see.
Well, I'm good. I'm just gonna state mine. Off the top, the one that I was most surprised about was The Creator. Very, very good movie. A lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Um,
Creator was
Yeah,
really good.
it was damn good.
and I was trying to sell I was trying to sell people on it, and some people told me like, oh yeah, whatever. It's Denzel Washington, so what? Don't matter.
Oh yeah, whatever. Oh my god, that's terrible.
And and to my surprise, a lot of people was like, damn, he did a damn good job. He carried the film. He did great. My sleeper,
Yeah, whatever.
my sleeper movie, my sleeper movie of last year is two of them actually, and both of them are slasher movies: Silent Night and Thanksgiving. Oh my god, yo, Eli Roth and Thanksgiving, he did the damn thing. Yo, that movie was man, that was one hell of a great slasher, man. It was, man.
Yeah.
It was almost a breath of fresh air. And then Silent Night, Jesus Christ, man. Listen, John Woo. I listen, and I love that dude. I keep forgetting that guy's name, but I've been following that dude since he started acting in that TV show, The Killing. I've been following that dude, and nobody liked him as RoboCop. I loved him as RoboCop, and I loved him in For All Mankind. He's actually, if nobody saw For All Mankind on Apple has a whole bunch of good programming, man. And Monarch is another sleeper. That's my sleeper TV show of the year too.
That was
Monarch.
your sleeper TV show. What about what was the worst? Give me your disappointment and give me the worst film that you saw last year.
The worst film.
There's a lot of worse, unfortunately.
Oh God, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get kicked in the teeth for this one. Well, I wasn't a huge fan of Across the Spider-Verse.
Okay. Was that a disappointment, or did you think that could have been the worst movie?
It wasn't the worst movie, but it was a little bit of a disappointment. I wasn't it didn't hit like the first one did. It was good, but it wasn't. I was just like,
So it was more of a
The
disappointment.
first one had.
So it was more.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was more of a disappointment.
Okay.
And the worst movie of the year. Oh God, I don't know how this guy always ends up on my list, but Michael Fassbender again. His assassin movie.
Wait a minute.
Christ.
What assassin movie was he in
God.
now? He just can't. Yo, Michael Fassbender, if you ever hear this coming from Real Talk, stop making assassin films. Because just put the helmet back on and let's be Magneto. Because why? I mean, another assassin film that was bad.
It was either called The Killer or Trespass Against Us. No, it was.
Oh, geez, I didn't even like that name.
The Killer, yeah, the Killers. Because the good movie, Trespass Against Us,
original.
was long and drawn out, but that's an old movie from 2016 that they just happened to put up on Netflix. But it was actually pretty good. It was long and drawn out. It was very dialogue heavy. It was good. But The Killer, Jesus Christ!
Oh, The Killer, yeah.
Oh my God,
Killer, yeah.
It was so.
Yeah.
It was so. I was watching this thing, and I'm like, as soon as you get into it, it's like, okay. I mean, it wasn't. It was just out.
Yeah, Bob, if it's bad, save us the details. If it was bad,
yeah, I don't want to say it.
I don't want to hear about it.
I mean,
But,
it was just. It was that. It was almost like it was a narrated first person shooter about this guy who's basically.
I don't want to hear about it, Kev. It's a bad movie. I'm like, I don't want to hear about it, Kev. It's a bad movie.
No, but I will say there are some good parts in there, like the fight scenes when he goes to go kill one of the guys. is actually pretty good. Kate Blanchett is in it, so that was a disappointment as well.
Right? I'm good. All right, so let's keep the list going. Ralph, what is your if you want to give a couple, you can, but give me your best movie. If you want to give more than one, give a couple, give no more than 3. Give me your worst movie.
All right, my best movie of the year is Oppenheimer. I just loved it. I thought, taking the subject matter of that's going to take over 3+ hours about building of a nuclear bomb. I just found it engrossing. I love the performances. Cillian Murphy did his thing, man. He showed that he's more than just Scarecrow. I would, and then Nolan. I mean, I think right now I don't think there's any director better than Nolan right now. There just really isn't, because you're taking a matter that most people would sit there and find boring, and you turned it into something that people actually found interesting. And I mean, beyond Barbie, the movie of the summer, clearly the movie of the summer. My sleeper. I have 2 sleepers. First is definitely Barbie, because when I first heard about it, I was like, this is going to be dumb, right? There's just no way no one's going to. How are you going to make a movie about a doll? I mean, it's not like Transformers, G.I. Joe, where there was some sort of action. This is a doll that you could buy by yourself and don't need anything else. But you made it interesting, and you definitely made it as a female empowerment movie, which I was really impressed with. That the thing that really got me is that it wasn't campy. It wasn't like some sort of cheesy movie. It was a real movie to me, and I liked it. I liked it. My other surprise that I thought was surprising was Cocaine Bear, because of the name Cocaine Bear, I'm dead serious because
I love that movie.
Because when I first heard it, I was like, this is going to be as bad as Snakes on the Plane. And it wasn't. I loved it. I was like, wow.
I watched Snakes on the Plane during Thanksgiving again. That movie wasn't that bad.
It ain't that good neither.
But Snakes on the Plane was bad.
Soul Plane, yeah.
Okay. So I like that one. I like Cocaine Bear.
I did like Cocaine Bear.
That's definitely a sleeper. I might have to put that on my sleeper list.
Yeah. If y'all haven't,
I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know what to expect. Like a cocaine bear eats cocaine and goes ballistic. Okay, this got to be some bull. This sounds like a Saturday Night Live sketch.
True story.
And it's based on a true story. Yep.
Yeah. What was the other categories? Best.
Okay,
worst?
so you did, but do your worst. Yeah, do your worst.
Okay, my worst movie, and I hate to say it, and I'm going to bust some of y'all bubbles, but it's the Marvels.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The right now the Marvel universe is going down with a whimper. I was very adamant that I get the role that Captain Marvel was supposed to play, and the 2 other characters I got it, and maybe what I read was right. The other 2 characters weren't worthy of a movie. They're TV. You should have kept them on TV, maybe. And you kind of turned Captain Marvel into now a trio when she should have just been Captain Marvel 2, not team her up with folks. I mean, but I don't know the cartoon guy. I don't know if later in the cartoon she had like a gang of people rolling around with her. Right. Probably not right to me. It should have been Captain Marvel 2 instead of the Marvel. So for me, now my biggest disappointment is another combo movie was The Flash, and I'm gonna say this once: I liked The Flash. I really liked The Flash. I thought the story was ambitious. Right. It was awesome, but it was all the negative stuff around it just put this tremendous black cloud over it. That despite the movie being as good as it was too much junk to get to get from under the cloud. And that's why I didn't do well. Not that it's not a good movie, because it actually is. But the cloud was just like, nope.
And that's why that's why I didn't put that down as one of my worst movies, because because I didn't look at the dark clouds or that all the foolishness that was going on with it. I didn't look at that as a negative. I just looked at it as, you know what, people are stupid. Because the movie was great. I mean, I watched it 3 times, and I paid $24.95. I know it had to be good. If I paid $24 for it, it was good.
I got the Blu-ray, so and the only other movie that I'm gonna that is a disappointment, but not because it's not a good movie, because it didn't do better, is Mission Impossible. That thing just rolled. That my oh my god, Tom.
Well, that was a victim. I give them a pass. They're a victim of the strike.
Yeah,
they're a victim of the strike. The strike happened, and everything just kind of went. That was it.
Though that one and Indiana Jones, those two movies are real clear cut. They are real clear cut victims of the strike.
Liked it.
Oh yeah,
I liked Indiana Jones.
You know what? I loved Indiana Jones, and you know what I was mad about with Indiana Jones, and I still kick myself to this day that I missed it in the movie theaters, and I got to see it. I watched it when it came out on TV, and I bought it the day that it dropped on TV because I missed it because it was.
And I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it, and I watched it, and every time I watched it, I fell asleep.
Nah, man, I
was just like
that one should have been.
Ralph, did you notice how he's closing his eyes while he's talking about it?
I know. It's like, oh my god, it's
making me fall asleep just talking about it.
I like that. That should have been Indiana Jones 4. I get the whole thing with Harrison's Ford age. I understand that. However, for his age, it was still a damn good movie. It doesn't rival Raiders, and it's not really rivaling Last Crusades. This is really on its own, but it is far superior than to the Kingdom of the Skull, the Crystal Skull. Vastly superior to it. But
I don't know. It's not vastly. No, I don't.
I mean, like you said, I didn't like that one either.
The Crystal Skull sucked. It sucked.
I think he's done. I think he's done.
Oh, it's definitely done now.
Oh, he's definitely done.
Regardless,
yeah. He can't do another one unless it comes out tomorrow.
He already shot it.
Right? I mean, the guy is 80 years old now. He can't be out there flinging the whip forever.
All right, so I'm gonna go with my best films of the last year. I'll have about 2 or 3. I actually liked. I just had it here. Where'd it go? Give me forgetting the name. Unfortunately I wasn't too excited about any of the superhero films this year. I'll start with my most disappointing. Most disappointing was the Blue Beetle. I was a little disappointed by that. I watched that. Maybe I need to watch it again. Yeah, I mean, I watch again.
No, you don't.
I was watching that.
I was. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Blue Beetle was a disappointment.
No.
I really wanted to support it. I did support it. I wanted to love it, but I just didn't love it. It could have been better. It could have been way better. I think I'm gonna put the creator. The creator is one of the best. One of my best is gonna be the creator. That's definitely and I don't want to put it as a sleeper because I mean it's not that I didn't expect it to be good, but it was better than I expected. But I think it was one of the better films this year for me.
Definitely.
Also, yeah, it definitely was. If you haven't seen Maestro, that was really good. It's on Netflix. I really like that one. And then so I'll put those two as my best. Worst movie, I have to do this, and when I do it, I must publicly give an apology to Kevin Hewley. The worst movie of the year was The Expendables.
I told you.
Oh,
I told you.
Yo,
I forgot about that one.
Kev sat here and I was trying to root for it. I was going back and
Vehemently.
forth with Kev. Yeah, but it can't be this. But it can't be this.
I
It
told
can't be
you.
that bad.
I'm
telling you, I put in my public apology right now. That movie was horrible.
Wait a minute. You should make that apology to me because I told you it's bad. You was like, Ralph, it ain't
You
that.
know, I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't hear you, Ralph.
Yes.
It was.
Oh my
it was
God.
Kevin, that
No.
it was.
No, we
Maybe
got a
you
whole
agree.
thing, and I said that how Megan
Ralph,
Fox shouldn't have been into it.
But Wes, yep, and Ralph's defense because that's what he was. That was his main thing was like Megan Fox sucks.
Oh, he was talking about.
Period.
He was talking about
Like,
the
why
girl. His main thing was
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't buy it with her and this, that, and the other.
I said it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm just like, it wasn't. It goes beyond her. She wasn't even in the movie long. I mean, she was in the movie long, but it goes beyond her. The special effects was awful. Like it's like they shot that on a back lot somewhere. Like they had no. This budget must have came out of Sly's pocket or something. Like it was just.
And they killed Stone. Like, what the hell? How you gonna kill Sly?
Well, I mean, yeah, kind of, sort of killed him, but and that was funny too because when I saw that happened, I was like, oh, well, maybe he directed the movie. He didn't even direct the movie. I thought maybe he was just sitting back because he directed the movie.
He read the script. He read the script. He was like, no fucking way, man. I'm not gonna put this whole thing. I gotta go.
Oh yeah. So that's definitely one of the worst. I'm gonna also throw in there one of the worst movies. I also didn't like Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I thought that was terrible. I thought that was garbage. Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Like I said, it was not a good. It wasn't a. It wasn't a good year for superhero movies. Spider-Verse definitely goes up there with me. I did enjoy it very much. But yeah, and of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that goes near my top too. That was great.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Liked it.
Yo,
I actually liked
that was awesome. That was
my
God.
Awesome film.
I
gotta throw in Transformers too. I gotta throw it. I love Transformers.
Yeah.
Transformers: Rise of the Beast goes near my top. Now,
But
my
the-
sleeper film
After the 12th time of watching it.
after the 12th time.
But once again,
My-
both of them victims of the strike because I think they did a whole lot better. But particularly maybe Ninja Turtles would have did better than Transformers. But I think Ninja Turtles with them promoting it, specifically Seth Rogen. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, the sound.
Oh, and
soundtrack-
you know what
soundtrack
else I
before
forgot?
that was
I forgot to mention the best superhero film of last year was The Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That was the best superhero film of last year. Definitely best Marvel film of last year. It was put together. It was. I mean, it wasn't a good year for superhero films anyway. So, the ones at my sleeper, No Hard Feelings. I thought that was very funny. I didn't know what to think of it when I watched it. 'Cause I don't know if I ever watched Jennifer Lawrence do comedy, so I was like, let me watch it. That movie was funny. I was, knee slapping funny in some parts. Also, not that a lot of people slept on it, but it did go under the radar. People didn't talk about it as much as I thought they would have been The Equalizer 3. I thought that was I thought that was good.
What?
I thought that was put together very nicely.
Well, right now,
and it was a nice little round off to trilogy or whatever you want to call it, right? So I thought that was
now I'm going to make the adjustment.
Okay. What did you say?
No, you thought it was way better. No, I said
Oh
I'm,
yeah,
I'm with
no,
you. Finish. I was gonna say I got to make the adjustments in my list, but yeah, you're right. That I forgot about the Equalizer.
yeah.
The
A
Equalizer
lot of
and the
people weren't
Nun
talking about
too.
that. I don't know why. I don't know why they was not talking about it as much, but I thought the Equalizer
And
was a
Denzel
good
bodied that one.
story. Yeah, he did. I think they did it a little different this time than the other two. It wasn't as much I don't want to say it wasn't as much violence. It was a lot of violence, but it was picked their parts. It was spread out violence. It wasn't as much violence as the others. Um and I'll definitely say I think that's the only one like as far as my sleeper goes. I think I'm just gonna go with that one. Um that's probably it. And I said my disappointment. Did I say the worst? I said the worst. That was what you call it. And yeah, that's pretty much all of them. I mean, there's a lot of good ones out there. There was a few good ones, but it was more not so good than good. I know a big disappointment. I didn't watch it. I didn't even take my daughter to see it. Was Wish. I heard that movie stunk. That Disney movie.
I don't know why.
Wish.
Listen,
heard
I don't know.
stunk.
I don't know why anybody just looking at the animation. I was like, they did this already. It looks like anything else.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this
why
was
we
like
bothering
something
with
that
this?
this was one of those. Yeah, this was like a tax write-off movie or something for Disney. Like they just threw it out there. But I'm gonna tell people right now, go on Netflix, watch No Hard Feelings if you want to laugh. It's a funny movie.
I still gotta watch Joyride. I still gotta watch that. I haven't seen it yet.
Joyride.
Yeah, it's with
Yeah,
with the four Asian girls with they're
Yeah.
it's I heard it's absolutely crazy, but I just it's still wrapped up in my drawer. I haven't even opened it yet. I gotta look at it.
Oh man. So I mean, those are the ones that I feel. Of course, there's other movies that were good, but I mean, these are the ones that sit to the top. And the one, and I guess if you want to say, like, I think The Little Mermaid was better than what people gave it credit for. Because all of the backlash.
It was a lot better. It was a lot better what people give it credit for.
It was better than what people. Yeah, a lot better. Excuse me. Yeah, it was a lot better than what people gave it credit for. But that it caught backlash for the wrong reasons. So, yeah, that I want to give it. And shout out, congratulations to Holly Bailey. By the way, she dropped her baby the other day or whatever.
Super secret, quiet.
Yep, she was able to get shout out to her team, even though everyone was assuming and saying, "Yeah, I know it is," but no one could say it for sure. So, shout out to her team for keeping it under wraps. So yeah, and congratulations to her. And I don't even know the name of that guy. The guy with DD something, GDG. I don't know. He's an internet guy. I don't know, but. Congrats to you, man. Having a kid is a great thing.
Knocking it down.
Yeah, right.
For knocking that down is a great thing.
Yeah. I got one more sleeper hit that I kind of like. I kind of liked Megan. I thought Megan was kind of creepy.
Megan 2, right? This is this is Megan.
No, it's the first. It's one.
Yeah, first one. Yeah,
one. It's the first.
That came out last year.
Yeah, it came out last year. It came out like last January. Yeah. It kind of came out quietly, but people were talking about it like it's
a lot of people
was kind of creepy.
I didn't know it came out last year. It was creepy. Yeah.
It was kind of like the female version of to me. I thought it was like the female version of Child's Play. That's why I was like, kind of creepy.
Yeah. And speaking of creepy, I did enjoy The Last Voyage of the Demeter. I thought that was really good. It was really
yes,
too.
I forgot about that. And A Haunting in Venice was superbly done.
Okay.
Really, yeah. Oh,
but man. I gotta jump on Ralph's bandwagon with Cocaine Bear. Yo, that movie was
that one was awesome.
It was so entertaining, and I gotta give credit when credit was due in that one. So entertaining. And yeah, I mean that's the only ones that I thought was you got Extraction 2, that was good. Extraction 2 came out. There's a lot of stuff that came up at the top of the year. Then it got a little later in the year, I don't know. But yeah, man, so that was and I got a shout out. I got a shout out for my daughter, the Paw Patrol movie. For my little one. She if you let her tell it, that was the best movie of the year, the Paw Patrol movie, the Mighty movie. So she
No, I
just
gotta
goes
admit, man,
crazy.
I kind of liked 80 for Brady. I don't know why. I just kind of liked the movie. It was
80
it
for
was just
Brady.
cool. Yeah,
That's probably one of those nice little cool movies. Yeah.
yeah.
Did anyone see my Big Fat Greek Wedding 3? Like, I didn't even know they
No,
had 3 of them.
no. It should have ended
See,
after the
first
first
of
one.
all, shout out to my boy Bruce Pitt. He had the best idea for this franchise. They missed an opportunity here. It should have been my Big Fat Greek Wedding, my Big Fat Greek something else, maybe honeymoon, and my Big Fat Greek Divorce. That's what it should have been. It should have went through the phases of it as opposed to part 1, part 2, part 3. They should have been like my Big Fat Greek
No,
Divorce.
they should have left it alone. They should have left it alone after the first one. They should have left it alone.
That's what I'm saying. Then you get them
Oh,
divorced
and
go on the other
and my other my other great film that was another sleeper was Sound of Freedom.
Oh yeah, Sound of Freedom. Yeah,
movie was
that
very
was the other
good.
one, and it's one of those films that everyone should see. I think that's one of those films of last year that everyone should see.
Yeah,
it was very well done, very well done. Just go and see the
I think
movie
it's
for
on
what it
Prime
is.
right
Don't
now.
forget about all the political stuff that's behind, that was surrounding it, all of the garbage. Forget about that. Forget about people's agendas. Just watch the movie. The movie was a good movie. It was well done.
Yeah.
So, and I'm glad it got, and the story
Very
behind
well
it was
done.
good. So I'm glad it got a chance to be made, because it was,
yeah.
it almost didn't.
And it
So,
resonates.
yeah.
And it
Oh, it
resonates
resonates
so well.
big
I mean,
time. So exactly, it resonates big time. So now moving forward, and we'll go over this and then we'll end the show. But
2024. Could we please not have another Fast and the Furious? I can't look at another Fast and the Furious movie.
we're having one. Isn't there another one this year?
I can't, man. It's time to end it.
Sure is.
There's another one.
No, it is not. Fast X was dope.
And another one.
Fast X was dope.
And another one.
And another one.
I never, like I said, bro, I say this every time we talk about Fast and the Furious. I jumped off early in the series. I came back when The Rock was in it, and then I left when he left again. So I'm just not into this series. Never have been. So
it needs to end. I'm sorry. It needs to just. I'm tired of looking at Dominic.
I've been a fan since day one.
I mean, I said, I watched the first one. I watched the one with them drifting, whatever that one was, the Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift, that's the second one. That's the second one.
And then I watched and then I was it. And then I came back when I saw The Rock was in it, and I watched like the one he was in, maybe 2. I think he was in 2 of them. I might have watched that one. It doesn't interest me. I don't know why. I know it's got a lot of action and stuff like that. But anyway, so we got The Bookkeeper coming out January 12th. That's with the
I am amped to see that. I really want to see that. It's really good. They had the preview on Saturday and I couldn't go. They had it the day of a snowstorm, but okay.
So now we have, what the hell is this? Is that Jennifer Lopez? Yeah. This Is Me Now, the film. I didn't know she had a film coming on Amazon Prime. That comes
yeah. She got her own. Yeah, she got her own.
Hello, is it like a concert film or?
Yep, it's a concert film.
Okay. All right, we have. This is a list that I'm reading on Entertainment Weekly. The most anticipated films, or some of the most anticipated. Now, it's their opinion of it. So we got other films we'll end up mentioning. But Dune Part 2 is coming out March 1st. Finally.
I still gotta watch Dune. I still haven't seen Dune yet.
I know, right?
And once
Drive
again,
Away Dolls. That looked interesting. Now, what was the movie I put in there? I put it in the chat. It had Jenna Ortega. That movie looked very interesting. What was the name of that one? It was
the
about
one where she's kind of like the girl
it's like
who's
a
dating
Poison Ivy. It's like a modern day Poison Ivy in a way, but not, you know what I mean? It's called Miller's Girl. Check that trailer out if you didn't already. Miller's Girl looks interesting. It's about basically a student that I don't know if the trailer was done well because it doesn't give you much. And that's the way a trailer is supposed to do. It's supposed to give you a lot, but not give you too much. And in the trailer, basically the narrative of the trailer is there's a teacher, like a college professor, who seemingly gets involved with his student, who's Jenna Ortega, but I don't know if he gets involved with her or she's just accusing him of it. We're not sure because the way the trailer falls, you don't know for sure if he actually did anything with her, got involved. But she was definitely kind of like being heavily flirting with him and stuff like that. And then he was, whatever. And he's like, oh, we can't do this and all this other stuff. Very good, interesting looking trailers. It's gonna definitely it's gonna touch some nerves. The bitch assness is gonna come out. you know that's gonna happen.
the bitch ass.
It's gonna come out. They're gonna be, oh my god,
Wow.
oh my god. But it's gonna touch a few nerves. That's why I like Jenna Ortega. She don't give a fuck. She's like, yo, we gonna go. She took this role, and that's what it is. He's basically they show like it's kind of like, but we don't know if it's a Poison Ivy type of deal. Is it like a fatal attraction? Is she accusing him and he didn't do something? Did he do something and she's a woman scorned? Like the way it plays out, we're not sure, but it looks interesting, and I say go see it. Check it out. That one's coming out this year as well. We're gonna get back to we said Dune. This one here says Drive Away Dolls. I did see that. Night Swim coming out. Roadhouse. I didn't know they doing a Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's his face? Yeah,
he's jacked. Oh, it's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Boy,
he's jacked. His name should be Jack Gyllenhaal. He is jacked in this picture.
Let me tell you something. Anybody who knows Kev knows Jake Gyllenhaal is one of my favorite actors. He is going to body that.
Oh, he'll do fine.
I got a feeling Patrick Swayze is gonna get up in his grave and be like, "Boy, you did that."
You know what? I'm not even mad at it. Normally, by just saying, "Oh, they're remaking Roadhouse," whatever, I'm not, because first of all, Jake Gyllenhaal is a phenomenal actor, and he now made sure his physical was on point to do this movie. So I'm not even saying nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? That comes out March 21st on Amazon Prime Video. Let's see what else we got coming out.
No Way Out, which looks like a shark movie.
Fall Guy comes out in May.
They better not mess it up. That's all I know. They
Back
better
to
not
Black.
mess it up.
Okay, so they got. Is this a concert?
Same
movie?
thing.
It's a biopic.
Same thing with that one. They better not mess it up.
Amy Winehouse gets a biopic treatment in this drama from Sam Taylor Johnson. 50 Shades of Grey. Industry star Marissa Abella plays the late singer. Okay, with Eddie Marsan and Julie. Okay. All right, so that movie comes out as well. Then we have Furiosa in May.
Better not mess it up.
Mad Max Saga. What else? Deadpool comes out in July. All right, A Quiet Place, another Quiet Place. A Quiet Place,
Yes,
day
sir.
one. So is that a prequel? That must be a
One.
prequel. It says
Mm-hmm.
day one, June 28th in theaters. Okay. Oh, Lupita is in it.
Wait. I'm
dead.
sorry.
Say no more.
And I'm sorry. And
No
I'm
more.
sorry. And I'm sorry. We have to go. We have to go back. We have to go back
Mhm.
to 2023, and the Sandra Bullock movie with her and Mahershala Ali. Yo, that movie was
Oh,
beautiful.
is that the
It was like the
Sandra Bullock, or are you talking about
leave the
Julia
world behind or
Roberts?
whatever.
What the end of
That's
Yeah,
Julia
Julia
Roberts.
Roberts.
Yeah, Julia Roberts.
I'm sorry, Julia Roberts.
Yes,
Yeah,
leave the world
leave the world
behind.
behind.
Yeah.
Yo, listen,
Yeah, I heard that's really, really
you want
good.
to talk about something that reminded
Yeah,
me
it
of
was
the
good.
it's very good. If you remember the day after in the 80s,
Yeah.
that's what this was like.
Yeah.
Really?
It was that level,
So
like
yeah,
when
it was dope. Yeah. So in
oh
September,
man,
Beetlejuice 2 comes out as
yeah.
well. In September, Beetlejuice 2. And then, of course, in October, we have Joker, Folie à Deux. Comes out in theaters October 24th. It's the Joker sequel. And then we have Nosferatu. Comes out Christmas of this year.
Yeah.
Right there,
This was...
right there, that is that should be Halloween. It should not be Christmas. No one wants to go see a horror movie about Nosferatu around Christmas. I'm just saying.
Yes, they do. Yeah, oh yes,
Is
yes,
it done
we
by
do,
Warner
like
Brothers?
I said,
Is
but,
yeah, Warner
but
Brothers
like I
could have
said,
moved. They should have probably moved it.
But no,
it
you know
is
what?
Warner
Horror
Brothers?
movies work.
Oh man.
Well,
No,
I mean,
but these
it's
horror
Warner
movies
Brothers or
work during
Universal, because
Christmas time.
Universal owns the monsters, right? So it's probably Universal.
Right.
They own Dracula, so it could be Warner Brothers. I don't know. It doesn't say who is putting it out, but
I'm gonna find a second. Who does this?
Willem Dafoe is in it.
Yeah.
He's
Focus
Warner
Features. Focus Features, which is distributed by Universal Pictures.
Universal. Okay, so then you got Lily Rose Depp is portraying the movie's heroine Ellen Hutter, and you have Willem Dafoe is the vampire hunter Professor Albin von Frantz,
Right.
and then you have So yeah, let's see. This is gonna be, let's see what it is. They're doing Nosferatu. They've been talking about it. There's been a lot of buzz about it. In some way, we don't know when it is. I don't know if it's even going to come out this year. Megalopolis, which is that's Francis Ford Coppola's new film. That he is supposed to be one of those big star mega films. I think it's a futuristic. It's like a sci-fi joint. Which is interesting because real quick, there was directors on directors, right? And you had Michael Mann and Ava DuVernay, right? Directors on directors, which I suggest anyone goes and watch that. It's put on by, I think, Variety on their YouTube. It's like actors on actors, then they got directors on directors. But anyway, real quick, Michael Mann, because he did Ferrari. Because he did Ferrari, right? And this was a passion project of his.
That movie was dope.
She asked him, how long did it? Do you know this movie took him 24 years to do? It took him 24 years to finally get the movie because everything fell in place the way it was supposed to. It was literally a passion project. The reason why I mentioned that is because Francis Ford Coppola, this Megalopolis movie, this is a passion project. It's a sci-fi project, something that Coppola is not famous for.
Wait a minute, Megalopolis.
So,
wait, is he redoing the original?
It says here, legendary
The
filmmaker
classic?
Francis Ford Coppola returns with his first film in 13 years, a self-financed, decades in the making, sci-fi passion project about an architect reconstructing New York as a utopia after a disaster. The film's all-star cast includes
it
Adam
sounds like
Driver. It includes Adam Driver, Forrest Whitaker, Natalie Emmanuel, Aubrey Plaza, as well as Coppola's sister Talia Shire and nephew Jason Schwartzman.
I'm looking at the
yeah,
cast. He's got John Voight, Lawrence Fishburne, Shia LaBeouf, James Remar, Dustin
he got a lot
Hoffman,
of people in it.
and
A lot of people in it.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
No release
It says
date.
here, it's a true love story. Coppola said.
Anything,
Yeah, a woman is
if that's
divided
anything
between
like the one that the
loyalties
old black and white.
to two men. There's an old black and white one. I didn't even know that. But this is his passion project. He says a woman's divided between loyalties to two men, but not only to two men. Each man comes with a philosophical principle. One is her father who raised her. The other one, who is the lover, is the enemy of the father. So, yeah. So that's passion projects. Now you're talking about people who are already multimillionaires. They're successful, award-winning filmmakers, and even they take the time that is needed to do their passion project. Like I said, Ferrari is the passion project of Michael Mann. It took him 24 years to do it. He may have been busy. He may just hadn't felt it. Things wasn't falling into place. Schedules was messed up. Then throw in the pandemic. Everything that you throw that's happened between 24 years from now and now. And he's finally made his passion project, Ferrari. This is going to be that for Fred. Like they said, this is Francis Ford's first film in 13 years, self-financed. So he put up all the money for this. That's how you know it's a passion project. He put the money up for it. So I'm very interested in seeing.
He must have made a lot of money off that wine.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, the movie that I'm really looking forward to is American Fiction.
Yes.
My other favorite actors is Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah. That's good. That looks good as well.
I'm looking forward to the ballerina. That's what I want to see. Ballerina.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I want to see right there.
Yeah. There's a few of them. So
Actually, y'all remind me when I
that's
get off
pretty
the phone. I gotta go renew my I gotta go renew my
AMC,
my
I gotta. I'm going weekend to catch a few. What's coming out this weekend? Something's coming out this weekend, ain't it? Like right away.
Well, American, what you call it? It's going wide this weekend. American literature that's going wide. The book of Clarence comes out this weekend.
Oh,
yeah.
Yo, my brother, shout out to Heaven Hollywood. My brother could not stop laughing when he was talking about the movie. I was like, bro, he was like, yo, I said, yeah, the movie is, but he was like, so wait a minute. I was explaining to him what the movie's about. He's like, so wait a minute. I said, no, he's not Jesus. I said, he saw Jesus, and then he said he just started his own hustle.
Yeah, they started the hustle.
He started his own hustle. He started a hustle like, yo, Jesus is getting it out here. Let me go. Yo, I can't. I said, yo, I can't right now. But it looks like it's going to be very funny, though. It looks like it's going to be
You know what I just realized?
Hustle.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, but I'm just realizing none of us saw Aquaman.
That's you know what? That's funny. That's what I'm going to see. I'm going to see that this week is about to be out the theaters. I'm going to see that as well this week because it's about to be out
I'm
the
gonna
theaters.
I'm gonna wait till I get to
Yeah.
LA. I'm gonna see it in LA next Monday. I'm gonna see it there. Then.
Yeah. I'll just we'll check it out. Well, that's funny that no one saw it yet. But unfortunately, Warner Brothers has been, they're just terrible, man. They haven't
Warner
been
Brothers.
anyway.
Warner Brothers.
They haven't been promoting it anyway.
No.
Last thing I'll say is it's on the television side, the show Echo, Disney show Echo comes out tomorrow. It drops tomorrow. It's only like 6 episodes, I think. All 6 episodes drop tomorrow. But it's been confirmed by a Marvel executive who was overseeing this, that the Marvel Netflix series
are canon.
Being adapted canon into the MCU, which is a good thing when it comes to, because the latest Echo trailer that dropped has footage from the Marvel Daredevils joint when the Kingpin was young and he had the hammer and he beat his father to death or whoever that was. And even some shots of young Matt Murdock. So we don't know how much of it's going to be canon, but the main parts, just think of it as they're going to take the main best parts of that and make it canon, which I'm glad that they're doing, in a way, because, instead of starting over and all that other, you don't have to allow me to reintroduce myself. You don't have to do that. Like, everybody's watched the Daredevil series on Netflix, and if not, you can watch it on Disney Plus now. You know what I mean? I think because they brought it over to Disney Plus makes sense. Oh, another movie I'm looking forward to right in February. I already bought my tickets. Argyle.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I really want to see that.
Definitely.
That's gonna be good.
I got to see Argyle, man. That looks interesting. That looks real interesting. So there's a few of them in here that I definitely want to see, but I don't know, man. We'll see. Right now, the only Marvel MCU movie that's coming out this year is Deadpool. That's it. You're not getting any more. Madam Web is a Marvel Sony movie that's coming out February 14th.
Yeah, you got the Craven.
It's a Sony movie in association with Marvel, and then you also have the Bob Marley movie comes out on February 14th. One Love,
and like Ralph said, Craven the Hunter.
Yeah,
and Craven comes out later.
And I think sometime this year, Venom 3 is supposed to come out.
And this year? Oh wow!
I think that's what I saw. That's supposed to come out like October, November this year. It's great. Is Venom 3.
Okay. So there you go. There you have the setup. Oh, the new Ghostbusters comes out in March too, and we forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Frozen Empire. That looks good. It comes out in IMAX too, so I'm gonna see that in IMAX. I'm definitely gonna see that one in IMAX. It's coming out in IMAX.
That and Furiosa.
Godzilla and Kong. The new Empire, April 12th.
Yep.
About that.
Did anybody see -1?
Oh, we got to mention that. That's Tony Perez been wanting us to mention that. Godzilla -1. He loved it. He's like, it should get an Academy Award. He loved it. I did not see it, but I'm gonna check it out.
But Warner Brothers, I don't understand it. You guys are giving me a 4th Godzilla movie, and I never got Man of Steel 2. I don't understand it.
Well, we'll never get Man of Steel 2.
What is there not to understand? Because they fired Zack Snyder.
They hate
That's
Zack
why
Snyder.
you're not getting a Man of Steel 2.
But you, what I'm saying is that you created a monster. You're giving me a 4th. Let me rephrase. You give me a 4th Godzilla movie and a 3rd King Kong movie, but I couldn't.
In a third Quiet Place. No, that's not them.
That's Paramount. But I could not get a Man of Steel 2. Something really wrong with that.
And also because, Godzilla actually started before that. So, and
Craven's also in IMAX.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely seeing that in IMAX too. See, Sony makes sure they put their movies in IMAX. They don't play.
Yeah.
Well, see, you know,
and
I'll say through some inside sources. I won't say nothing else about it, but I do know a few people that did some work with IMAX, and you know, Sony has direct deals with IMAX, so they're always going to put.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. They're always going to put their stuff in IMAX. It's always going to come in IMAX. So anyway, that's pretty much the gist of it all. We want to. There's a. I guess this is a prequel to The Lion King. It's called Mufasa, The Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that. So that is coming out in near Christmas. It was December 20th. Now that should have came out on Christmas. So anyway, we want to thank everybody that joined us over at Instagram. We appreciate you. Shout out to everybody that came through there. We want to definitely thank our chat room, Joseph. We appreciate you. Happy New Year to you, brother. Everybody that comes into the chat room and watch this show after the fact, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you subscribe to the network and the channel. And of course, leave a comment if you got something to say. Even though you weren't in the chat room, leave a comment in the comment section. We'll be back next week. Check y'all out. Talk a little something. Now, Ralph, are you out next week? When are you out? It's the end of the month, or?
No, I'm out Monday morning. Well, Monday afternoon when I fly. Yeah, I'm flying to LA.
All right, cool. So you're gonna fly to LA Monday. So we won't have you Monday. And yeah, man. So have a good trip, safe trip out there. And yeah, man, we'll do that. We'll catch up with everybody on the other side. We appreciate y'all. You are watching Real Talk with the Jedi Council and the director. I'm the director, and y'all have a good night. Peace.
Deuces.
Shout out.